It's the Subway Sub of the Day. Each day of the week, you get a different 6-inch sub for just $3.50. Monday, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki sub. Tuesday, the oven roasted chicken sub. Wednesday, the turkey breast sub. Thursday, the Italian BMT sub. Friday, the tuna sub. Saturday, the Black Forest ham sub. And Sunday, the meatball marinara sub. Your choice, just $3.50. The Sub of the Day from Subway in Boulder City and the Walmart in Lincolnton.
Just say fill her up. Be ready for Old Man Winter with a fill up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln. No matter where you live, Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln can deliver. Just call 704-735-2508. Be ready for Old Man Winter with your winter fill up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company, 1404 East Main Street in Lincoln. Again, call 704-735-2508. Just say fill her up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln. First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Boulder City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Let's go have some fun tonight. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3, win. X 82 pickle, H disco, 19 yo-yo, deep yo-yos, deep yo-yo. Gotta firm up a little bit, boy. Right, we're gonna use the cadence now, right? We gotta use the cadence versus that blitz. Apple, chocolate, 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 Japan, Richmond, New York, Richmond, Florida, Sally, Buffalo. Check, hey, Short Ox, Luda Raiders. Time out. I might I'll use brown, right? Brown, white, orange, purple, white, red, 96, 18, 30.
Welcome back to the First Federal Lincoln County High School Football Show. Tim Johnson and Ken Link here for you on a Friday. Kenny, good afternoon to you, buddy.
Good afternoon. Here to talk some more local Lincoln County football.
Yeah, Ken, we got a great show lined up for all our listeners out there today. The West Lincoln Rebels, Ken, defeated the Cherville Ironmen 52-20 this past Thursday night, Ken.
Second big win for West Lincoln. They opened up with the win, had a bye the second week, and had a rivalry game against Cherville this past weekend and come out with a big win, put a lot of points on the board. But, Tim, they had, I think, 2 defensive touchdowns, and one of those defensive touchdowns was by Nathan Hall, who, by the way, is our First Federal Lincoln County Student-Athlete Football Player of the Week. He had a 100-yard touchdown interception, as well as scoring a touchdown run on offense with a 27-yard run. And so he is our football player of the week, and we presented him with that award yesterday up at West Lincoln, and he was excited about it.
Absolutely. I know his dad is too. I know Brent well, his father, and congratulations to the West Lincoln Rebels on the win. As a great team effort, but especially to, like you said, Ken, the First Federal Lincoln County High School Student Athlete Player of the Week, Mr. Nathan Hoyle, Ken, there at West Lincoln High School, the Rebels. And so they had a big outing for one of the other Lincoln County, First Federal Lincoln County High School football student athlete as well, Mr. Nakathan Fansuk, Ken. He had 97 yards on 15 attempts and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he was a winner in our initial week, and he had another big game. He's their primary running back, and they had a lot of yards rushing. Another player on that team, Brendan Eichert, had 119 yards in 13 attempts and a touchdown. So they had a lot of yards rushing. The game was close, but they broke it up with the second half, and the big play in the game was the 100-yard touchdown interception return by Nathan Hall.
Absolutely. And I tell you, Ken, they got some football players up there at West Lincoln. I know yourself and myself, Denby Brewer, we were up there, and we were watching some of their practice this past Tuesday, and I tell you, Ken, their defense looks good. They look fast on the football. Tom Sain has got those kids flying around the football.
Yeah, they're fired up. You can tell they're into it. That winning does that to you, and they're motivated. Another player who made a big defensive play in that game was Xander Pendergrass, who returned a 25-yard fumble for a touchdown. So 2 defensive touchdowns in that game against Ironman.
Absolutely. And speaking of rushing, Ken, they had over 346 yards rushing the football. That's pretty impressive, Ken.
That is impressive.
That's a running attack.
We know that West Lincoln's always been a running attack. They got a quarterback that can throw it a little bit, but they won't throw it unless they have to. And they didn't feel like they had to. I think they wore Cherryville down a little bit. In the second half, they really piled on the yardage, and the Wireman could not keep up with them.
Absolutely. So the West Lincoln Rebels, they take on this week Fred T. Ford, who's coming off an impressive win, Ken, against the North Lincoln Knights this past Thursday night as well, Ken. It will be the Battle of Hog Hill, Ken.
Yeah, the Battle of Hog Hill. These two teams have played each other a lot in the past, but last year the two athletic directors got together and decided to come up with something. It's not the little brown jug, but it is a trophy.
It is.
That says the Battle of Hog Hill, and that's what this game will be called each week, each year. They started last year. West Lincoln won the first one, so they have possession of that trophy. And one of the players told us last night that they intended to bring it back home with them.
Absolutely. So that ought to be an exciting football game, Ken. So we're looking forward to that. And myself and you, we're going to be down at East Lincoln High School tonight. So want everybody to come in and say hello to us. If you see us out and about, make sure you stop in and talk to us.
Talking a little bit more about their opponent, Fred T. Ford, they were behind versus North Lincoln at the half. 19-9. Actually, they were behind 19-3 and scored on a late Hail Mary to make it 19-9. So North Lincoln was feeling pretty good about things. But, boy, the second half was a different story as Fred T. Ford came out, got the running game going. I understand they scored early on in that second half, tried an onside kick, recovered, and got it and scored again, and just put North Lincoln away. They won that game 40-26, big offensive night. Again, you talk about two good rushing teams. These Fred T. Ford guys had 341 yards rushing.
That's impressive, Ken. That's impressive. I mean, we saw in North Lincoln. They got a pretty good defensive team too. So putting up 341 yards rushing, like you said, that's impressive.
One of the leading rusher, Tim, was a sophomore. This kid's name is Coy Seaman, spelled S-I-E-M-O-N. He had 172 yards on 15 carries last week. Tate Beaver had 90 yards on 18 carries, so I had a lot of yards on the ground. But their quarterback, Jack Calissimo, passed for 157 yards on 6 out of 10 for a touchdown. So they not only can do it on the ground, they can do it in the air a little bit.
They can do it both ways, running and throwing the football. So they got a good attack, Ken, on the ground as well as the air. So I know that the Fred T. Ford, they're going to be looking to take the trophy back home with them this coming up this Friday night.
And I look for a very high-scoring game, Tim. It's going to be an entertaining game. I imagine it could be in the 30s and 40s on both teams.
Absolutely. So I'm looking for West Lincoln to win that football game. I'm putting my money on West Lincoln. Coach Sain's got them boys playing good, so it ought to be a really good football game coming up this Friday night at Fred T. Ford High School. The West Lincoln Rebels taking on the Fred T. Ford Tigers, Ken. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back after these small commercials right here on the First Federal Lincoln County High School Football Show.
Shiny old truck up, swing by the quick stop, grab a couple Rocky Tops, then ease on out.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Bossier City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
All right, we're back here on the First Federal Lincoln County High School Football Show. We'll talk about a restaurant, Ken, that we love eating at every Friday before our pregame show, Ken, and we're talking about the House of Pizza.
Yes, they got good food. I keep trying a little bit different things. It's hard for me to get away from that great pizza they had. But I had a chicken sandwich last week, and, man, it was delicious.
I tell you, Ken, we just love eating at House of Pizza. It's one of our sponsors here on the First Federal Lincoln County High School football show. So I want to thank all the ladies there. Of course, Mary Ann and John, the owners there, located right there, East Main Street, been in business for God knows how many years, Ken. One of the best places. When you think about fine dining, that's a great place to go eat, Ken, with your wife or with your family.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed it there. Good atmosphere and great food. There's no doubt about that.
Absolutely. All right, Kenny, the North Lincoln Knights lost to the Fred T4 like we was talking about earlier in our segment.
Had a lead, as we said. They couldn't hold on to that lead, unfortunately, and the game got away from them in the second half. Understand there's a lot of penalties in that game, Tim. Now, we had a game last week. We saw a lot of penalties in East Lincoln and Ashbrook, but this game had 16 penalties for North Lincoln for 119 yards, 12 penalties on Ford for 92 yards. When you got that many penalties going on, Tim, you handicap yourself about trying to do well on offense and defense.
Yeah, penalties will kill you, Ken. It backs you up. It takes the opportunity out of your hand, and it puts you, if you're on, whatever side of the field you're on, whether you're on the 50-yard line or other field, if you're going in to score and you get a penalty, that just wipes everything out. So you have to start completely over. So North Lincoln, I'm sure that Coach Pack is going to talk to his kids about cutting down on the penalties and making mistakes too. So I'm sure that they'll correct that.
Now they moved the ball, Tim. Some in the air. Reed McCoy, the quarterback there, had 15 out of 29 passes for 119 yards and a couple of touchdowns.
Absolutely. Zach Rhodes caught 6 catches for 162 yards. Is that correct, Ken? 162 yards?
For a touchdown.
That's pretty good. And Kelly had another big game for 4 catches for 31 yards and a TD. And Clayton Cribb, who was one of our nominees for the First Federal Lincoln County High School Student Athlete Football Player of the Week, had 108 yards rushing on 13 carries, Ken.
So North Lincoln had some offense, Tim, but the mistakes is what lost that ball game for me. And I know they say, man, here was one we maybe could have won. I mean, they had a 19-3 lead late in the first half, and it just turned completely around in the second half.
Yeah, and that's kind of hard to believe too. I mean, as well as that team is coached, Coach Pack is doing a sensational job with those young men, and have a 19, like you said, 19-3 go up and then go down, a 40-19. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, they scored a late touchdown to make it 40-26, but in that span, Fred T. Ford scored 37 unanswered points, and that was the game there.
And also North Lincoln, they can run the football as well as throw it. So they can do both. But the thing about it is their quarterback, I like Reed McCoy. We watched him, a couple weeks ago when we had their game.
Yeah, he looked good.
He threw the football good. And he made some great passes. So, I think they're going to correct those mistakes, and I think they'll get better as the season goes on. And I know Coach Pack will most definitely, and I know Coach Ludd would too.
Unfortunately for North Lincoln, they have a tough opponent this week, Tim.
Yes, they do.
They're playing Alexander Central, who's 3-0. Alexander Central has a very strong team. North Lincoln will have to play mistake-free football and hope to get some breaks to have a chance to beat these guys, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough matchup, like you're seeing, Ken. Are they going up there to Alexander Central? Is that where they're at?
I think they are away. I think that's where they're going.
So, and they're 3-0, is that right?
Yes.
So they're really good.
They've been impressive in the win. So.
They're a 3A team too.
Yeah, they are. So they're now they're used to playing in the past in the conference they were in. They used to playing 3A and 4A teams. But,
right.
I don't know whether they can stay with these guys here this year.
Right. It'll be interesting to see how North Lincoln rebounds on the loss they had against Fred T4 this past Friday night. So they'll be going to Alexander Central High School this week and taking on the Alexander Central High School football team. So that'll be a good contest. I know they're going to have a big crowd traveling up there to Taylorsville, where it is.
Okay, we'll be back shortly.
All righty, Ken, we'll be right back after these commercials here on the First Federal Lincoln County High School Football Show.
I was dreaming last night.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, and Bossier City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Okay, we're back here on Lincoln County, First Federal Lincoln County football show Friday night. A lot of football getting ready to be played here tonight. And a game that we want to talk about is Lincoln Woods, who was scheduled to play last week, but because of weather conditions, the game with North Gaston was canceled and rescheduled for later on. It's scheduled for a week that both teams had a bye. It's scheduled for 9/14. That'll be on a Thursday night. So Lincoln didn't play last week. Lincoln is 0-2, and they're going in tonight playing East Gaston. This is a game that should be a pretty even matchup, Tim.
Yeah, East Gaston, they've been putting some points up on the board. But I'm telling you right now, Coach Gibson, he's got something for East Gaston. I'm picking the Lincoln Wolves to win this game, Ken.
Well, they need a win.
Yes, they do.
They really do, and I'm like you. I think they'll come through. They've had a couple weeks. They don't like the taste of a loss, and I think they'll be come out motivated. And I look for them to get their first win against this East Gaston team.
Now, I heard that a rumor that Coach Clonger has been going over there maybe helping out some this past week. I'm sure he's with the offense without a doubt. So that's a plus, too. They can get Scott over there to help Lefford out as well.
Yeah, Lefford Gibson is well known for his as a defensive coach, a coordinator. He can get those. I think he'll get those guys playing better defense, but they need to eliminate their mistakes on offense and start scoring some points, put some points on the board. And any help they can get on that offensive side, I certainly know is welcome by Ledford. And I look for this Lincoln team to improve, Tim.
Yeah, if they can eliminate some of their turnovers and so forth, Ken, they got a chance. I think they're going to put some points on the board. McLean, that gives him a couple more weeks to get himself used to a quarterback and stuff like that. I mean, if you've never quarterbacked before, Ken, that is one of probably the toughest position on the field. Your hands are on the football every single play. And also, you have to be able to make sure everybody else is in their position. And I'm sure they've done things to maybe, I guess you say, eliminate some of his reads and stuff like that to make it easier for him so he can get the football in the receiver's hands or as well as the running back's hands too, so they can go out and make their plays and stuff like that. So I'm sure they did things to help him there. One
of the things I've noticed in these first two games that they played and lost, they were lopsided to score, but when I the total yardage for both teams, it wasn't that of disparity that you would think you would have when you looked at the score.
They just can't get in the end zone.
Well, the difference is not getting in the end zone and turnovers. They turned the ball over. When you turn it over, that'll turn a game around so quickly. And so if they can eliminate those turnovers and execute what the coaches want them to do on offense and defense, I think they'll be okay, but they got to eliminate those mistakes.
They've simplified. I guarantee you they've simplified. That's what I was trying to look at. Calling stuff like that for McLean and of course for the other kids too on the team, just to help them, to get them started. I really believe that the Lincoln Wolves are going to beat East Gaston tonight. And so we're pulling for Coach Gibson and the whole entire coaching staff too. They're at Lincoln High School, who take on the East Gaston tonight. Ken, is that game going to be? That game's at East Gaston, is that correct?
I believe that game's at
Lincoln. It's at Lincoln.
I believe it's at Lincoln.
Now they played them last year, but last year was a different team. But East Gaston had a pretty good running back last year.
They usually have some good athletes, and they have scored some points this year. So it'd be interesting to see if the defense can hold them down a little bit, and that Lincoln offense can get going and get some of those athletes out in space and score some points.
All righty, Ken, we're going to take a small little break here, and we're going to be back with some East Lincoln Mustangs news right here for you on the First Federal Lincoln County High School football show. It's Friday night, and it's high school football in Lincoln County.
Then you better slow your Mustang down.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Bossier City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Okay, we're back here on the First Federal Lincoln County High School Football Show. Ken Link and Tim Johnson every Friday. You can catch the pregame show from 6:30 to 7 p.m. right here on WLON 1050 AM, Kenny.
Yes, and we talked a little bit about Lincoln. There's another Lincoln County team, Tim, that's looking for their first win tonight, and that would be the East Lincoln Mustangs.
Yeah, they take on tonight, Ken, and we're going to be at that game, calling that game, Ken. So it ought to be a good football game. And I tell you, Ken, East Lincoln, like we said last week against Ashbrook, they have penalty after penalty after penalty, Kenny.
Yeah, it's amazing how many flags we saw fly in that game. Officially, they had Ashbrook with 13 penalties for 120 yards, East Lincoln 11 penalties for 84 yards, but they were more penalties than that. Several times they was offsetting, a couple times they were declined, but there were so many penalties in that game. It took a long time to play the game just because of the penalties. East Lincoln couldn't get anything really going on offense. They only had 87 yards total offense, made some mistakes to give Ashbrook a couple of defensive touchdowns. But their major issues, they just couldn't get anything going offensively.
No, they couldn't, Ken, and that's the whole thing. I mean, you've got to put some points on the board. And now credit to Ashbrook defense. They had a good defensive plan to stop the running game of the East Lincoln Mustangs. But, you know, Ken, 28 penalties is what I counted between the two teams. And
yes.
That's just really, really Coach Scott Conger sent me a text. He said, Tim, he said, the officials have killed that game. And I agree with him. It
took all the flow out.
Took all the flow of the game, the rhythm and everything like that. And so you can't have that many penalties, just too many mistakes. But I know Coach Lubowitz down there at East Lincoln High School, he's doing everything he can to get those kids going in the right direction.
And East Lincoln's defense, again, looked really good.
They did.
They gave a little bit, but they didn't break. A couple times they stopped Ashbrook and wouldn't allow them to get in the end zone after they drove a good distance. And they were tough all night. They just couldn't put points on the board offensively.
Right, and you know, like you said, you know, penalties is going to hold everybody back. You know, it's going to, and there's a couple times at East Lincoln they'd cross the 50-yard line, they get a penalty and be back on the other side of 50, and then all of a sudden get another penalty. They're back on the 30-yard line.
It's difficult.
It's like 30-some yards at one time at one penalty, Ken.
It's difficult to get things going whenever you're behind the sticks all night long, and it seemed like that was the case for those teams. Now, Ashbrook had a lot of yards rushing. They had British Brooks had a
great
game. He had 192 yards rushing himself, and good player. He had some return yardage on kicks. But as I said, the East Lincoln defense was tough. It's just that they gave up 2 defensive touchdowns, one on a interception and one on just a bad snap that went over the quarterback's head, went in the end zone, recovered for an easy touchdown for Ashbrook.
Yes, and so in the South Fork 2A right now, Ken, Maiden's still undefeated. Is that correct?
Yeah, Maiden's undefeated. They're 3-0. West Lincoln's 2-0, and Newton Conover's 2-0. And all those teams have really looked good so far. The question is, now some other teams in South Fork 2A have played some tougher opponents, but I give these 3 teams credit. The surprise to me is Maiden, who lost almost all their offense last year as far as playmakers.
They got a quarterback's pretty good,
and they got
too.
a quarterback's playing well, and they putting points on the board. So that's a surprise to me.
That is.
That Maiden is playing that well after what they lost.
So has anybody got anything for Newton Conover so far?
I would say Newton Conover.
They whipped up on Hickory.
Got to be the favorite right now, but we'll see how it plays out. But Newton Conover, if I had to pick one, I would pick them. Now,
one thing we need to tell everybody out there, West Lincoln beat Newton Conover last year.
They did. They did beat them last year.
So maybe Tom Sain's got something that nobody knows about. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't know whether he got secrets up there because West Lincoln getting talked about a good bit this year. They get some good press because they're playing well. They deserve it, though. they've played well so far.
We enjoy going up there.
We do, and Tim and I will be going to a school every week to hand out the First Federal Lincoln County Student Athlete Football Player of the Week. And we've done it 3 times now, and we're ready to do it again next week. So one of the 4 schools here, somebody will get an award for that for next week.
So we're at East Lincoln High School tonight, Ken. So hopefully Coach Pack can get his first win as well. Actually, Coach Lubowitz get his first win as Coach Pack can get his first conference win too.
Yes.
All right, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back right here on KTC Broadcasting. It's WLON 1050 AM. It's the First Federal Lincoln County High School Football Show.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Bossier City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Welcome back to the First Federal Lincoln County High School Football Show. Every Friday night, the pregame show live right here at WLON 1050 AM. Tim Johnson and Ken Link. We also host the Best in Sports on Wednesdays from WCSL 1590. So, Kenny, the East Lincoln Mustangs are going to, actually they take on North Gaston at East Lincoln High School. And the Lincoln Wolves are hosting the East Gaston Warriors. And West Lincoln and Fred T. Ford will be battling out for the Battle of Hallgill. Is that correct?
Yeah, they're going up to battle those guys up at Fred T. Ford on the road. So it'll be a big battle. East Lincoln playing North Lincoln. Now North Gaston. North Gaston should be well rested because it's been 2 weeks since they played, being their game got canceled last week. So they should not be banged up. They should be ready to go. We see whether East Lincoln get that, eliminate mistakes, get that offense going, and get their first win.
Absolutely, and I take in the toughest schedule probably I would say would have to be the North Lincoln Knights taking on Alexander Cougars.
Yeah, that's the toughest challenge for the Lincoln County teams on this week play, I think. So we wish all the Lincoln County teams the best tonight. We'll be pulling for all 4 of them. We'd love to see all 4 of them come through with wins.
Oh, it would be great, would it not be?
Yeah, in fact, that'd be something we'd talk about for sure if we get, a weekend where every one of them win. Now, when they play each other, we know that can't happen.
Yeah.
But when they're not playing each other, we want that to happen.
Absolutely. So, Ken, tell everybody our First Federal Lincoln County High School student athlete, that gentleman, and that was
Nathan Hall that won that award this week. Again, going over, he plays on defense and offense, and he was a star on defense for sure, returning a intercepted pass, 100 yards, and I understand he probably ran 150 because he intercepted it, went over to the right sideline, started making people miss, dodging, circled back around all the way to the left sideline and finished that thing. And I asked him whether he needed oxygen when he got done. He just smiled. He wouldn't
He's very quiet.
He wouldn't admit it if he did, but I'm sure he needed a little bit of rest after that. A great play. It was actually a record-breaking play for West Lincoln. They never had
game changer.
And a game changer.
Yes, sir.
A critical play. He also had a 27-yard touchdown run on offense. So he definitely deserved the First Federal Lincoln County Student Athlete Football Player of the Week.
Absolutely. And also our other nominees was Judd Reel from East Lincoln, who have 15 tackles, I believe it was, Ken. And also Clayton Cribb, too, had 101 yards, I think it was, on rushing, too.
For North Lincoln.
For North Lincoln High School, yeah. So, absolutely, Ken. So, we're going to be at East Lincoln High School tonight, Ken, and we're going to be there. So
we look forward to seeing you there, and we'll talk more football next week, and we'll review what's happened on this night for the Lincoln County teams.
I want to thank David Keever for putting our First Federal Lincoln County High School football student athlete player in the week in the paper. Also want to thank Mr. Wayne Younger, a good friend, Ken, as well. So Lincoln Herald, too, for placing the picture and the ad in the paper as well for the First Federal Lincoln County High School football show. So we got a lot of great people working with us, Ken.
Yeah, and we appreciate everybody listening, and tune in with us again next week as we bring you Lincoln County football at 6:30 on WLON.
Absolutely. House of Pizza. Great place to eat, Ken. Great atmosphere. Great fun. Great food. And great people. That's where we're going to be at.
That's right.
All right, you guys have a great weekend. We'll see you guys here next week on WLON 1050 AM. Ken Link, Tim Johnson, every Friday night, First Federal Lincoln County High School football show.
See you later.
Just say fill her up. Be ready for Old Man Winter with a fill up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln. No matter where you live, Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln can deliver. Just call 704-735-2508. Be ready for Old Man Winter with your winter fill up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company, 1404 East Main Street in Lincoln. Again, call 704-735-2508. Just say fill her up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Your local auto owners insurance agency is East Lincoln Insurance Agency on Highway 16 in Denver. Call 704-483-3243. It's time to get your flu shot at Allen Drugstore in Stanley. Yes, flu shots are now available at Allen Drugstore, priced at only $29.99. At Allen Drugstore will bill your Medicare and Blue Cross Blue Shield. Be ready for Old Man Winter and get your flu shot now for only $29.99 at Allen Drugstore, located at 220 South Main Street in downtown Stanley. For more information, call Allen Drugstore at 704-263-4876.
Doctor, what's wrong with my husband?
Let's take a look. CKDKDS Macron. Oh, yes, I've seen this before. Your husband has coyote fever.
Coyote fever?
Yes, he's obviously learned of the hot deals going on now at your local coyote tractor dealer.
Is this serious?
Very serious. Now's the best time to buy one of the best-selling tractors on the market. If you care at all about your husband, you'll drive him over to the coyote dealer now. Oh, and I'm writing you a prescription for great deals on all implements, too.
Your Coyote dealer is West End Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vale.
We're community-minded. We believe in what we do. We love this town. We're living just like you.
We're a community bank. That's why we always try to approach things from a community-minded point of view. When something is in the best interest of the communities we serve, it's good for us as well. We're community-minded, just like you.
Carolina Trust Bank, member FDIC. Community-minded, just like you.
We're community-minded, just like you.
Carolina Trust Bank, with 3 offices in Lincoln, also in Gastonia, Denver, Forest City, Hickory, Lake Lure, and Vale. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Drew, this new city just makes me miss home, man.
Go get a sweet tea from McDonald's. They make it fresh, sweet, and it's icy cold, just like your mom's.
But I miss home.
Oh, so you miss your mom telling you to make sure your room's clean? Or
close the fridge, Ryan, and stop letting all the cool air out.
Or
turn them lights off,
All right, got it. The sweet tea is just right. But you know I'm going to tell my mom you got jokes.
No, don't.
This is no joke. Stop by McDonald's and get a large sweet tea for just $1 all summer long. Large sweet tea, just $1. Price and participation may vary. Limited time only.
Ken, what we'll do is, Ken, as soon as he gets that fixed, we'll go to a commercial, then we'll just like a 30-second commercial,
and come back.
And then we'll come back and do our introductions again.
Okay.
You're getting a signal. You're getting a signal.
Tonight is youth night. As you can see here is your future Mustang football
Check,
players.
check.
Mustang football cheerleaders. Let's give these kids a big
Yeah, let's go commercial. 30-second commercial, Ken.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Boger City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Okay, we're back here live at East Lincoln High School here at the David Clark football field on a Friday night where the East Lincoln Mustangs, they're taking on the North Gaston Wildcats, Ken, and it's going to be a great football game. And so, Ken, last week the East Lincoln Mustangs were at Ashbrook High School, Ken, and had about a 30-minute to a 45-minute delay because of the bad weather, lightning, and so forth. So East Lincoln took a defeat last week to Ashbrook, 18-3, Ken.
Yeah, it was a game that we watched, had a lot of penalties in it, a lot of hard to get a lot of flow going when that's going on. The Ashbrook folks had a good rushing attack going. British Brooks, their fine running back, had 192 yards rushing, had some return yardage as well. And they moved the ball well, but the East Lincoln defense stiffened, was tough, only gave up 1 touchdown to the offense of Ashbrook. But unfortunately, 2 defensive touchdowns were scored by Ashbrook to come out with those 18 points in the win.
You know, their football team, defensively-wise, has been playing well pretty much all year long. But the offense, for some reason, cannot put any points on the board. So I know we talked to Coach David Ludowitz earlier tonight before we came, and he's excited for his football team. He's excited to be playing against North Gaston tonight. He is hoping to come away with a win.
Yes, he thinks he will tonight. He's played 2 tough opponents, and there have been a lot of mistakes on the offensive side, and they're on their nose out. And I look for tonight to have a team that will have less mistakes, be able to move the ball, and put that ball in the end zone like they're used to seeing here at home at East Lincoln.
Absolutely. All righty, we're here on the Stadium Pregame, the First Federal Stadium Pregame Show. Tim Johnson and Ken Link. We're going to go to a commercial. We'll be back with more of the East Lincoln High School Mustangs taking on the North Gaston Wildcats.
The summer clearance event is underway at Abbott Chrysler Jeep Dodge in Lincoln. Now get up to $3,250 total cash allowance on select new 2017 Dodge Chargers. Get $2,000 cash allowance on the new 2017 Dodge Durangos. And that's not all. During the summer clearance sales event, get up to $4,000 total cash allowance on the 2017 Dodge Journey. Come in for all the details during the summer clearance event at Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge, 1442 East Main Street in Lincoln. The Can-Am Tabarite at Al Lane Motorsports in Lincoln. They're big, they're bold, and they're now in stock at Al Lane Motorsports. See the new 2018 Can-Am Maverick X3 or the new 2018 Can-Am Outlander 1000 XMR. Ask about special financing on selected 2017 models. Al Lane Motorsports, your new Can-Am dealer serving Lincoln, Gaston, Cleveland, and surrounding counties. Online at ALLaneMotorsports.com. First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Bossier City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Think your dream home is out of reach? Think again. At Silver Point Homes in Lincoln, they provide quality custom construction and the luxury amenities you want at an exceptional value. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or an empty nester looking to downsize, we have the perfect home for you. Visit silverpointhomes.com to learn more or stop by our Lincoln Sales Center to tour our model homes. Let our friendly staff help you visualize your dream. Silver Point Homes, making your dream home a reality. New models now away. Silver Point Homes, East Main Street, Lincoln. Get the biggest offer savings of the year now during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance Sale at Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk off I-85 in Gastonia. Rebates go up to $4,000 and financing as low as 2.99% AP on high-performance razors, legendary Sportsman ATVs, and Ranger, the world's best-selling utilities side by side. See Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk off I-85 in Gastonia. Having trouble finding a car or truck at a price you can afford? Your troubles are over when you stop in at Milholland Automotive in Lincoln. At Milholland Automotive in Lincoln, they make buying a pre-owned vehicle easy. No credit, no money to put down. Milholland Automotive has the banks to get you approved. Come see the selection today at Milholland Automotive, 423 West Main Street in Lincoln. Visit the website at milhollandautomotive.com for a complete list of inventory or give them a call at 704-736-1000. That's Milholland Automotive in Lincoln.
Okay, here we are back at East Lincoln. Ken Lincoln, Tim Johnson, here on the First Federal pregame show. First Federal Savings Bank with locations in Lincoln, Bossier City, Denver, West Lincoln. Lincoln County Game of the Week, LincolnCounty.gov Game of the Week is East Lincoln, North Gaston. Gaston Wildcats are coming in. They are 0-2, just as the East Lincoln Mustangs are, and they deploy a triple option attack, Tim.
Yeah, Isaiah McNeil, number 11, is their quarterback. He's operating the offensive attack for the North Gaston High School, the Wildcats. And their leading rusher is Kareem Kennedy, number 24.
Yeah, he had a big game in the first game that they lost a close game to against East Gaston, 34-31 in opening week. And they lost pretty big to a real good East Rutherford team the next week, 48-14. Now, last week they didn't get to play. They were scheduled to play Lincoln, and because of weather conditions, they canceled that game and rescheduled it for September the 14th, which is a Thursday night. So they haven't played in 2 weeks. They should be well rested coming in here tonight to play the East Lincoln Mustangs.
Yeah, you're right. And I tell you, I'm hoping that the East Lincoln offense can put some points on the board tonight. If they can, the East Lincoln Mustangs are going to come away with a win here at David Clark Football Stadium here tonight. And speaking of David Clark Football Field, Ken, they have got a spectacular scoreboard, a brand new scoreboard that is put in here this week. So it's looking good up there. They can do all kind of designs and stuff up there on the scoreboard. So if you haven't been here at East Lincoln High School, you need to come out and check your scoreboard out. Really nice scoreboard.
Yeah, as we came in, we noticed they had the American flag waving. They can make it wave on that scoreboard. So it's a really nice scoreboard. And,
absolutely.
They're proud of it, and we're glad to see it here tonight.
You know, you talk about the East Lincoln tradition, Ken. If you go back into years, back in 2012, they won the state championship in 14 to win the state championship too. They've had some really great football players here at East Lincoln in the last 10 years.
And they had a long winning streak, Tim, in the conference and here at home. And so they always play tough here at home. This is their opening game at home this year. They've been on the road for a couple of games. So I look for them to come out and look like a different team tonight.
Yeah, they got to cut down on their penalties, first of all. I mean, 16, 17 penalties a game is going to really hurt the football team. It's going to put them in situations where they can't score points. So if East Lincoln can make mistakes, I'm looking at East Lincoln for a win tonight.
I think so. That's what I think's going to happen. That's what we hope is going to happen. North Gaston is not going to have as tough defense as the two opponents that they faced before, the Forest View Jaguars and Ashbrook last week. So I think we're going to see more scoring by East Lincoln. Now, as far as the North Gaston, I don't know whether they're going to be able to put many points against this tough East Lincoln defense.
And it all starts with your defensive captain, Ryan Matz. And speaking of Mr. Matz, his grandparents are here tonight. Pat and Jerry, we got to meet them. Wonderful folks. They drove all the way up from Florida. So they're here with us tonight. So Mr. Matz is going to have something to say tonight about when it comes to the East Lincoln Mustangs defense and, of course, the North Gaston Wildcats offense. He's going to shut them down, I promise you that.
Yeah, we're pleased to be able to bring the KTC broadcast, the Rolando Audubon broadcast every week so that folks that live out of state like the Mats can actually watch and listen to the games and keep up with their grandson.
Absolutely. So speaking of Ronaldo Audemars, is our fine sponsor. All of our high school football games throughout the whole entire year. And, of course, this is the LincolnCounty.com, the high school football game of the week right here at East Lincoln High School. We'll be back after these commercials from our fine sponsors.
Sure, you know all about Hillbilly's barbecue, steaks, chicken, and ribs, but did you know they cater? Any size party, any size event. And Party Pack Delivery is available to your home or office for 15 or more. You get authentic Hickory Pit Cook barbecue. Yes, you can taste the difference. Catering for over 20 years. Hillbilly's barbecue, chicken, steaks, and ribs on Garrison Boulevard in Gastonia, at the McCadville exit off I-85 in Lowell, and on Tybola Road in Charlotte. Considering hardwood flooring for your home? Then head to Flooring America in Kings Mountain or Carpet One Interiors in Ranlow. Right now at both locations, you'll find a big selection of in-stock hardwoods on sale, priced as low as $2.99 a square foot. That's right, only $2.99 a square foot at Flooring America, 602 Slater Street in Kings Mountain, and Carpet One Interiors in Ranlow. The Orange Opportunity Sales Event is underway at Parker Farm Service in Kings Mountain. Come in now and ask about 0% financing for 84 months on select Kubota tractors with a big 6-year warranty. Come on in for all the details and don't miss it. The Orange Opportunity Sales Event underway now at Farm Service, located at 126 Bessie Drive off the Oak Grove Road and Highway 74 bypass in Kings Mountain. Buy or sell at the Gaston Pickers, located at 503 Long Avenue in Gastonia. They've got it all, from antique furniture to collectibles to consignments. And they do estate auctions too. And right now they're accepting motivated dealers. Just call 704-852-7055 or come by their huge store. Open Monday through Saturday 10 to 6, Sundays 1 till 6. That's the Gaston Pickers, 503 Long Avenue in Gastonia. Like them on Facebook too. It's unstoppable in any season, any weather. Yes, it's hard to stop these great offers from Train and Roland Black Heated and Cooling in Gastonia. It's the Weather Any Season sale. Right now, buy a qualifying system and choose 0% APR financing for 60 months or get a trade-in allowance of $1,000. Additional financing and trade-in allowance offers are available. See Roland Black Heated and Cooling for the details. The Weather Any Season sale at Roland Black Heated and Cooling, 501 East Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia. Call 704-865-1375. When it's time to call your order in for your special event, call the Chuck Wagon Grill for any occasion. They'll cater to your every need. They'll even bring it to your doorstep. And be sure to check out their prime rib. It's absolutely out of this world good. The Chuck Wagon Grill is open 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday with some great daily lunch and dinner specials. Be sure to check out their homemade soup on cool days ahead. For your catering, call 704-732-4777. The Chuck Wagon Grill, 3051 Highway 27, east of Lincoln.
All righty, welcome to the East Lincoln High School, this game show, the first stadium pregame show. Tim Johnson and Ken Link here with you on the LincolnCounty.com high school football game of the week. And we were talking about in between about the players of the game. Defensively, I'm going to take the captain himself, Ryan Matz.
Players to watch is brought to you forward of Shelby. Tim has mentioned Ryan Matz on the defensive side, which is where East Lincoln is dominant this year. Defensive side, that will be directing the offense is really going to be important. I think it's going to be.
Yeah, you know, and speaking about Jones, you know, he started and he's played pretty decent. This is his second year ever playing football, from my understanding, talking to Coach David Ludwitz. So he's his feet wet. He's got to get to the offense. He's a good-looking kid. He's got a great-looking body for a football player, especially for a quarterback. He's tall and he's lean. He throws the ball well. So he's just got to get things going for him in the right direction. And I believe it's going to start tonight for the East Lincoln Mustangs.
I think so. And we're about ready to go have the national anthem, Tim, then we'll come back and have remarks on the First Federal pregame show.
Just say fill her up. Be ready for Old Man Winter with a fill from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln. No matter where you live, Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln can deliver. Just call 704-735-508. Be ready for Old Man Winter with your winter fill up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company. 404 East Main Street in Lincoln. Again, call 704-755-2508. Just say fill her up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln.
There's a storm coming. You may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Your local owner's insurance agency is East Lincoln Insurance Agency. 16 in Denver. 483-3243. It's time to get your flu shot at Allen Drugstore in Stanley. Yes, flu shots are now available at Allen Drugstore, priced at only $29.99. At Allen Drugstore, we'll bill your Medicare and Blue Cross Shield. Be ready for Old Man Winter and get your flu shot now for only $29.99 at Allen Drugstore, located at 220 South Main Street in downtown Stanley. For more information, call Allen at 704-263-4876.
Doctor, what's wrong with my husband?
Take a look.
CKDKDS Macron.
Oh, yes. Boy, your husband has coyote fever.
Coyote fever?
Yes, he's obviously learned of the hot deals going on now at your local coyote tractor dealer.
Is this serious?
Very serious. Now's the best time to buy one of the best-selling tractors market. If you care at all about your husband, you'll drive him over to the Coyote dealer now. Oh, and I'm writing you a prescription for great deals on all implements, too.
Your Coyote dealer in sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vale.
We're community-minded. We believe in what we do. We live how we live in just like you.
We're a community bank. That's why we always try to approach things from a community-minded point of view. When something is in the best interest of the communities we serve, it's good for us as well. We're community-minded. Just like you.
Carolina Trust Bank. Member FDIC. Community-minded just like you.
We're community-minded, just like you.
Carolina Trust Bank, with 3 offices in Lincoln, also in Gastonia, Denver, Forest City, Hickory, Lake Lure, and Vale. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Drew, this new city just makes me miss home, man.
Go get a sweet tea from McDonald's. They make it fresh, sweet, and it's icy cold like your mom's.
But I miss home.
Oh, so you miss your mom telling you to make sure your room's clean? Or
Close the fridge, Ryan, and stop letting all the cool air out.
Oh.
Turn them lights off,
All
Ryan.
right, got it. The sweet tea is just right. But you know I'm going to tell my mom you got jokes.
No, don't.
This is no joke. Stop by McDonald's and get a large sweet tea for just $1 all summer long. Large sweet tea, just $1. Price and participation may vary. Limited time only.
All right, here at the First Federal Stadium pregame show here at David Clark Football Stadium, where the East Lincoln taking on the Gaston Wildcats here tonight. Both teams are 0-2 and 0-3, so somebody's going to win a football game tonight here, Kenny.
Yes, unless it ends in a tie. I don't think that's going to happen. They'll have overtime and they'll settle it if that would happen. We're getting ready for both teams on the field. The East Lincoln Mustangs are excited because this is their first home game of the year, and they've traditionally been very tough here at Dave Clark Stadium, and I expect that to be the case tonight.
Absolutely. So some of the players we're going to look size of our players of the games that were highlighted before we went to our break. Christian Parks is one of the players that is going to have a big game for the East Lincoln Mustangs. Of course, Chase Jones and Matts, but Chandler Jones is a man who's been playing really good for the East Lincoln Mustangs.
Him and Judd Reel is someone who really played great last week, had a lot of defense. So we'll probably be calling those names of those players tonight. And again, on the North Gaston, Kareem Kennedy, their leading rusher, and quarterback Isaiah McNeil, who directs the option running attack that North Gaston runs.
Yes, and Judd Reel, that is one of the players Coach Lubowitz wanted us to highlight tonight because he has such a great game last week. And so, without a doubt, he had 15 last week, and so I'm sure Coach Lubowitz are looking for him to have another big game as well here at East Lincoln High School, where they're taking on the North Gaston Wildcats here tonight. So a lot of great football going around in our area. You got West Lincoln up at Fred T. Ford, taking on the Fred T. Ford Tigers. West Lincoln is undefeated, 2-0. And then you have Lincoln hosting the Eastern Warriors. And so Lincoln is still looking for their first win season as well. And then you have the North Gaston Knights going up Alexander Central High School, taking on the Cougars up there, Ken. They're in Taylorsville.
Okay, Tim, we got the captains going to the field for the coin toss. We have
number 54 for East Lincoln.
That's George Welby. Also have Ryan. Also 53 for the Mustangs. That's Devin Rigdon. And number 3, Judd Reel. Those are the captains tonight for the Mustangs.
And we're at the coin toss there, and the official showing each member of the team, the coin flip itself, and also looks like we got, is that Channel 3 or Channel 9? Channel 9 News is here tonight with us. So I want to say hello to everybody out there. If you can tune in to Friday Night Football for Channel 9 News, and they'll have some of this game as well. So also we got some youngsters out there, looks like, Ken, some little future Mustangs.
Yeah, I understand tonight is youth night, and we've got some future Mustangs out there as well as some future cheerleaders. So these youngsters will be coming up in. Eventually, we'll see them here playing.
All righty. Here on the Ronaldo LincolnCounty.com sponsor stadium pregame, First Federal Stadium pregame show is Tim Johnson, Ken Lee. We're going to take a small commercial before we get to some football here at East Lincoln High School.
The Subway Sub of the Day. Each day of the week, you get a different 6-inch sub for just $3.50. Monday, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki sub. Tuesday, the oven roasted chicken sub. Wednesday, the Thai sub. Thursday, the Italian BMT sub. Friday, the tuna sub. Saturday, the Black Forest ham sub. And Sunday, the meatball marinara sub. Choice, just $3.50. The Sub of the Day, Subway in Boulder City and the Walmart in Lincoln.
Just say fill her up. Be ready for Old Man Winter with a fill up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln. No matter where you live, Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln can deliver. Just call 704-735-2508. Be ready for Old Man Winter with your winter fill-up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company, 1404 East Main Street in Lincoln. Again, call 704-735-2508. Just say fill her up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln.
Drew, this new city just makes me miss home, man.
Go get a sweet tea from McDonald's. They make it fresh, sweet, and it's icy cold, just like your mom's.
But I miss home.
Oh, so you miss your mom telling you to make sure your room's clean?
Close the fridge, Ryan, and stop letting all the cool air out. Oh, turn them lights off,
All
Ryan.
right, got it. The sweet tea is just right. You know I'm going to tell my mom you got jokes.
No, don't.
This is no joke. Stop at McDonald's and get a large sweet tea for just $1 all summer long. Large sweet tea, just $1. Price and participation may vary. Limited time only.
Having trouble finding a car or truck at a price you can afford? Your troubles are over. You stop in at Milholland Automotive in Lincoln. At Milholland Automotive in Lincoln, they make buying a pre-owned vehicle easy. No credit, no money to put down. Milholland Automotive has the banks to come see the selection today at Milholland.
That sound.
Okay. So it's going to be first down for the North Gaston Wildcats on the 1-yard line.
17 seconds on the First Federal Savings Bank board in this quarter. It's still 7-7 as the North Gaston Wildcats defense deep in their own territory and take over on the 1 yard line.
The penalty hurt, Ken. The penalty is what did it. You can't have penalties on a fourth down play like that, and 5 yards makes it even more for your offense to be football. All right, first and for the North Gaston Wildcats, the middle, and he almost broke it. Kenny.
Yeah, that's looks like number 24 again, Kareem Kennedy on the carry. Tackle there, as you said, Tim. That tackle's not made. He was about ready to break in the open.
I'm at the window here to find out what's going on. So
gain of 6 on that play.
So that's the quarter. So we're going to go to a commercial, and we'll be back here at Lincoln High School with the First Federal scoreboard in 7 and the North Gaston Wildcats 7.
Celebrating 50 years. It's the Glen Oaks Golf Club. Hard to think how many birdies have been made over the yeah, how many double bogeys too? Whether it's a birdie, par, or bogey, you'll love the Glen Oaks Golf Club. It's open everywhere. It's a beautiful pro shop with drive-in, snack bar, banquet facility, bar, picnic, shelter, and swimming pool. Great group outings. Reserve your tee time by calling 828-428-2451 or visit the website at glenoaksgolf.com.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years. How it will be for generations to come.
Your local auto owner's insurance agency is East Lincoln Insurance Agency, Highway 16 in Denver. Call 704-483-3243.
We're back here at Baltimore Lake football game of the week. Is Tim Johnson and Ken Link of the Best in Sports every Wednesday from 4 to 5, and also the First Federal Lincoln County High School show. It is the pregame show every Friday from 6:30 to 7. North Gaston Wildcats, a little toss at the left side of the offense, and we had a host of Mustangs over that play, and that was led by the senior who's going to West Army, and that's Mr. Ryan Matz.
Yeah, that was a great pursuit by the Mustangs who run to the right. They cut it back, just had arms everywhere and buried him for looks like maybe a 1 yard loss on the play.
Absolutely. All right, the North Gaston Wildcats coming to the line, and they're North Wildcats. They are coached by head coach Mr. Mike Patton. So that's all sides on East Lincoln.
Yeah, it looks like they moved in the neutral
encroachment.
I think it's going to be encroachment, what they say.
And it looks like it's going to be, what, a 5-yard penalty to East Lincoln Mustangs, so that's going to...
It's going to take them close to first.
That's what I'm thinking, too. So it was 3rd down and 1 now?
Less than 1, where the placement is. Well, now they're moving it, so they gave them a first.
So it's 10. 1st and 10 for the North Gaston Wildcats here at East Lincoln School. The Mustangs on defense. Shotgun position for the back and man in motion number 25. And here's the option. Pitches out to the left, and he's got some running room. He has got a lot of running room.
Cuts back. He's up to the 40 line of the Mustangs.
That's a good play for the North Gaston Wildcats.
Yeah, that's a gain about 29 yards on that.
To Al Lane's Kubota. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Wildcats at their 40-yard line.
That was Kareem, leading rusher for North, who looks like a really good runner. He got out and made some things happen.
All righty, so the Gaston Wildcats, quarterback center, snap, and the handoff, and he keeps the football himself.
Down the sidelines, cuts back again. He's still not down. He's cut the field. He's inside the 30, inside the 25-yard line.
That's a great run by the quarterback there, who kept the football, who went down the left-hand sidelines and cuts up across the field to pick up a huge North Gaston Wildcats. So that's another Al Lane Kubota 1st down.
That looks like
He's on the 25-yard line.
That's a 35-yard by Isaiah McNeil, the quarterback.
Looking quarterback. Good-looking quarterback.
Yeah, he option really well.
All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the North Gaston Wildcats with 10 minutes and 22 seconds left. Outside. And
Scan on the play, but there's a flag in the backfield. Looks like he's back. It's against North Gaston.
So that's 3 penalties for Gaston, and we got about 5 penalties that the Mustangs had committed tonight, Ken. So penalties another big issue for the Mustangs, it looks like, Ken.
Yeah, it looks like illegal pursuit. Again, that's 5. It'll back them back to the 30-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 15 for the Wildcats. East Lincoln, 30-yard line. So they started this drive on the 1-yard line, and they're marked the field. Let's see if this East Lincoln can stiffen up and stop these Wildcats.
We're going to try to have you some here at halftime on our halftime show with for the West Lincoln and the Lincoln, and of course the North Lincoln Knights as well. So stay tuned to the halftime show. All right, he got the quarterback in shotgun position, and looked like he wasn't expecting that at all, Ken.
He's going to carry it around the left side. It gets a little bit of room, cuts back, and gets some good yardage out of it.
Are there a fumble?
No, I just think there was he's for some more yardage. A couple diving in, trying to get him down.
So that's going to bring up 2nd down. It looks like probably, I'd say 2nd and probably about 5 there.
Yeah, he gained 10 on it. So
and looked like on the snap, he wasn't expecting the snap to come to him at the time where when the ball got to him, it looked like he was kind of surprised about it.
I think it's a broken play, and he just took on the left side and outraced pursuit and got away from containment and gained out of it.
I tell you, the quarterback's got for North Gaston. It's one thing I'm not. And he's very elusive, too. So here's a pass play.
Wide open. Can he get
touchdown?
Beautiful.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful.
Play. I tell you, the wide receiver made that play because he ran the football down. So great, Gaston.
That was just a fake into the lay action and just a little toss. That great touch on the ball. The ran under it, caught it right at for a 20-yard touchdown.
And North Gaston's going to be kicking one here. All right. Here's a snap, and the snap kick is up, and the kick is good. So it's going to be 14-7 here at East Lincoln High School.
The RV trusted resource for over 50 years. That's Campers Inn, family owned and operated since 1966. And this dealer is Campers Inn in Kings Mountain. Campers Inn is the nation's largest family-operated RV dealership, 16 locations up and down the East Coast. From motorhomes, travel trailers, and more, from the manufacturers, plus a RV sales and service. See hundreds of RVs for the best prices, plus they have certified and trained service personnel and a professional staff with years of RV knowledge. In Highway 161 South at I-85 in Kings Mountain, tell them Calvin sent you in to the Campers Inn. The Orange Opportunity Sales Event at Parker Farm Service in Kings Mountain. Come in now and ask about 0% financing for 84 months on tractors with a big 6. Come on in for all the details and don't miss it. Orange Opportunity Sales Event at Parker Farm Service, located at 116 Bessie Drive off the road and Highway 74 in Kings Mountain.
Okay, we're at Dave Stadium where the Gaston Wildcats have just completed a 99-yard scoring drive to take the lead 14 on the First Finance Bank scoreboard. Preparing to kick off now. The East Lincoln back to receive. Second quarter, 9:17 left. Kickoff. Deep man around the 3rd line. Close to the 30-yard line. Run. Gabe Duncan, number 9, on the return. Mustang will take over there on their own 30-yard line.
All righty, Ken. East Lincoln has got to stop mistakes on the offense penalties, and their defense. I think their defense is going to be fine but they find a way to stop that quarterback. That quarterback's in.
Well, yeah, he's operating that option, and he's keeping a lot of, and he's making a lot of good runs. He's excellent.
They got on the board. It's 14-7. First Federal High School football. And got a fake handoff. Chase Jones, the quarterback. Good run, and we got a penalty on the.
Comes in right about me getting tackled. Unless it's gonna, which way it's gonna be a block.
That's East Lincoln.
Yeah. Negates a gain on the play.
So is that a block in the back?
I think so. Gain of a 9 on the play. Who used to hand?
That's a 10-yard penalty. Block in the back there. Lincoln Mustang. So
it's going to run the point of the foul. So they end up only losing about yards, Tim, after the run.
So it's going to bring up second down. Or is it first and 12? Second and 12 is what it is. First and 12. Chase shotgun. He's looking to throw the football. And sacked by number 3. Sacked by number 1.
Yeah. Didn't get rid of that one as pass blocking, and he didn't have a chance to throw it away. Big loss on that.
So make it second down and long. With 8 minutes, 25 seconds left, second quarter. The East Lincoln Mustangs are hosting the North Gaston Wildcats, with the Wildcats scoreboard is 14. Wildcats over the East Lincoln Mustangs. Chase Jones, quarterback. Christian Parchin, and here is the snap and a little toss, and that's going to be incomplete pass.
Had Jones circling around a little.
Run all over them tonight, so that's one thing for sure. So looks like the East Lincoln Mustangs will be kicking off the football to the North Gaston Wildcats, and we're going to be starting the third quarter here real shortly, Kenny.
Yeah, they line it up, and field goal kicker place here kicker Ryan Shanklin for the Mustangs will be putting the ball on the 40-yard line and getting ready to kick it off.
All righty, North Gaston's coming on the field, the receiving team. And we're going to have some more high school football right here tonight, East Lincoln High School football field.
Okay, the North Gaston is back to receive. I believe that's number 24 back. No, that's number 25, I believe, back.
25 and 3, looks like, Ken.
3 back in around the 20-yard line, waiting for the kickoff. And here comes Ryan Shanklin. He puts the foot in the ball, and he goes back. Looks like it's going to be received right around the 10. Number 25 up the middle, found some running room, still going. Breaks a tackle.
There's trouble.
And he's going to get caught from behind.
Number 40.
Cutback. Number 40 hustling, running down on around the 45-yard line. Nice gain of about 35 yards.
Number 40, number Daniel Herring. He is a junior linebacker for the East Lincoln Mustangs. Made a great saving tackle. If he hadn't tackled him, Ken, he was going to the house.
Yeah, he was cutting back, getting some more room, and 40 was hustling and ran him down from behind as he was making the cut. So they'll start on the East Lincoln, on their own North Gaston's 44-yard line.
East Lincoln needs to make a stop right here, Ken. Needs to make a stop defensively so they can get their offense back on the field. Their offense was moving the ball really good at the end of the first half there. And that's a good way to do it right there. I don't know who that was. Who was that? The big boy?
Number 2, I believe it was, on the carry for no gain or maybe a loss of 1.
But who made the tackle? So I want to know. Whoever made the tackle made a sensational play. Number 17 made a great tackle there for the East Lincoln Mustangs. He was in the backfield when he made that tackle, Ken, and that is Terry Farrell.
Yep. Terry Farrell on the play.
All righty, so we got second down and 10. Quarterback under center, number 11. And he's running the option, and he pitches the football out to the left, and there's another great defensive play there. So far, for what I saw so far on the option, Ken, they haven't been able to stop it in the first half, but East Lincoln has made some adjustments on their defense to be able to stop that option.
Yeah,
so
short gain on that one of only 3 yards. So
heads up. for the East Lincoln Mustangs on the option there, and great coaching call there by Coach David Lubowitz.
So we got 3rd and 7 on the North Gaston 47-yard line.
Big stand here. They need to stop them right here. So quarterback under center, you got double wide receivers to the left, you got a man in motion, and here's the fake handoff. Quarterback pitches the ball, and he's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere.
No way.
He lost 2 yards, maybe 3 there, Ken. Great play by the East Lincoln Mustangs on defense.
Looked like number 51 on the bottom of that pile as he tried to cut back. That's Blake Hamilton, who bear hugged him and brought him down right there. Looks like for about a 2-yard loss.
Ken, that's a great play by the East Lincoln Mustangs there to make them come out and have to punt the football. It's going to be 3rd down and probably 8 or 9 yards here for a 1st down.
Well, 4th down, and that's
4th down. 4th and 9.
They are in punt formation. I don't think they'll fake it here. Let's see what they do.
Well, they got that quarterback there. He's punting the football, so you never know what he's going to do. So here's the snap, and here is a punt. It is definitely a punt, and not a bad punt. It is going to go out of bounds, maybe. Get on the football.
It's mishandled down there, but number 9 fell on it inside the 10-yard line.
We have a penalty on the ground too, Ken.
Gabe Duncan on the recovery.
That might go against North Gaston because he was on the ground, and it looked like he might have just intentionally hit him. Yeah, that's down without contact, so therefore that should be a penalty.
Should be a late hit, looks like maybe. They're talking about it now.
But he could say he's going for the football because football was still, kind of loose.
It was. So
I believe they might wave this off, Ken.
They're discussing it right now. And the play was
let's see what they say here.
Covered at 10-yard line.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's on North Gas intentional there too. So
yeah, they call it a personal foul, and so it'll be marked off from the
that's 15 yards.
East Lincoln 10, and they will take it up to the 25-yard line.
So it's a 15-yard penalty. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the East Lincoln Mustangs, and we just now started the 3rd quarter with 10 minutes left in the 3rd quarters. And Chase Jones is the quarterback. He is in shotgun position. He's got Chandler Jones and Lucas McConnell as the running backs. He's got wide receivers to the right and to the left. And here is the snap, and here is a pass. Looks like a pass play. And he is.
Well,
that
he was going to get thrown for a loss. He got rid of the football. I don't know what they're going to call. Yeah, I believe it's going to be intentional.
It's intentional grounding.
Intentional grounding.
Intentional grounding on East Lincoln High School. But was he not outside of the box on that, Ken?
I think he was, but in high school,
line of scrimmage. I got you.
High school rules are a little different than it is in college.
I think the ball's got to make it to the line of scrimmage. I think what it is in high school.
It was obvious he was just trying to get rid of it to avoid the sack. So that's going to be a loss of down. Well, I don't know. They're marking it off.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 still.
It's going to be inside the 15-yard line.
And that's a run by Lucas McConnell, and he is stopped.
Looks like for no gain.
So it's going to be 2nd and 22. 2nd and 22 here at East Lincoln High School with 9 minutes and 42 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And we've had 2 penalties already at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So you got Chase Jones under the center. Now he steps back out of the center into the shotgun position. You got double wide receivers left and right. Looks like it's a passing down here, long 3rd down and 22, and he is looking to pass the football. And he's open. He's got a man open downfield, and it's a great play by the quarterback, number 11. He had a wide open man over here on the left, Ken.
Yeah, he had some open receivers. There's another flag down, and that's going to be holding against the Mustangs. We'll see whether
Chandler Jones was wide open. There wasn't nobody within 20 yards of him.
Yeah, he couldn't spot him, and he tried to throw it to deeper.
So that's a penalty, but they declined the penalty.
So that's going to bring up a 4th and 22, and East will have to kick the ball away to the North Gaston Wildcats.
So 9 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. And East Lincoln's punting the football, and we have number 11, the quarterback deep, and here he is to punt. That's a short punt, Ken.
It's going out of bounds.
At the 30-yard line.
Wow, that's short.
Maybe inside the 30.
Short punt be outstanding field positions for the North Gaston Wildcats. They'll take over right around the, look like about the 20, they got to mark it. They're about
27.
the 27-yard line of the East Lincoln Mustangs. Great field position.
First and 10.
For North Gaston. We'll see what they do with it. The East Lincoln defense is going to have to try to stiffen here to keep them out of the end zone. The number 11, Isaiah McNeil, under center. Takes the snap. Hands it off to number 24. Tough going in there. Looked like he might have got about 2 yards. That's Kareem.
Number 92 made the stop, Chaz Williams.
Kareem Kennedy on the carry.
Mr. Chaz Williams, number 92, made the stop for the East Lincoln Mustangs.
So got a gain of a yard on the play.
So you're going to have 2nd down and 9 for the Dallas North Gaston Wildcats out of Dallas, North Carolina. Making the trip up to East Lincoln High School. So you have a receiver to the right, receiver to the left, and you have a handoff straight up the middle. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Great play.
Nothing going on there. Getting off the field, off the bottom pile. Looked like number 53.
53, Devin Rigdon, and number 88, the West Point gentleman going to West Point Army, and that is Mr. Ryan Matz, and his grandparents are here tonight from Florida. Jerry and Pat make the way all the way up to from Florida to North Carolina. I guess they're trying to get away from the storm, Ken, as well.
Probably so, and we wish all those people would be safe down there. Oh, nice defense by East Lincoln on the keeper for McNeil. A little going there, maybe a yard or two, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Ken, I like what I said of their defense. Their defense is really playing better. They're really playing better. And I tell you, Ken, they made some adjustments at halftime. Coach Lubowitz had to with that defense to stop that running back and stop the quarterbacks, running the football. So are they
looks like they're
going for it?
Well, they're going to line up, I think, for a field goal try. It'd be from the 33-yard line. This would be a 43-yard field goal attempt.
So here is got a penalty here on the play.
Let's see what it is. It's going to be against North Gaston, which will back them up some more. I don't know whether they'll try that field goal from 5 yards back or not.
So are they going to, looks like they might go for it, Ken.
Well, they're backing up. Let's see.
It's a 5-yard penalty, so.
Well, he's going to try now. It's going to be a
38
for the 37-yard line. It's
42.
47-yard attempt. He kicks it.
It's blocked. The ball is blocked, and East Lincoln's going to have the football.
It's going to be the football and around, look like
about the 43-yard line.
They're on 43-yard line.
It's a great defensive play again by the East Lincoln Mustangs. Ken, their defense has come out here in the second half, and they have made some plays, and they're ready to play football. If their offense can put some points on the board, East Lincoln's going to come away with a win. I'm telling you, their defense is playing excellent.
Yeah, that great penetration by the whole center of that line. I couldn't tell who blocked it because a lot of guys are in there.
Here's Chase Jones, the quarterback in shotgun position. You got a man in motion. And the handoff is number 21, straight up the middle. And that's the running back is Mr. Chandler Jones. Ken, we got the band going now. We got the band going. We got some movement down there with the fans. We got movement up here in the press box. We're ready to get things going. East Lincoln need to put some points on the board.
That's a 1st down carry. Looked like a gain of about 13 or 14 on the play by Chandler Jones.
I even smell popcorn, Ken. Can you smell it? I know the big guy up here beside him, and he's probably wishing he had some of that popcorn.
I don't smell it, but if I had some, I sure could put it away. All right, we got 1st down on the North Gaston 45-yard line.
Got a man in motion. That's Christian Parks, and he goes back, and here's the quarterback keeper, and he is stopped. Actually, he's going to lose a couple yards.
He didn't fool anybody on that one.
No, he didn't. We got a big crowd here tonight at East Lincoln High School. I'm sure they're out here to see Coach Lubowitz to win his first high school football game in his career as a head coach here tonight. So And North Gaston brought a few people with them, Kenny.
Yes, they did. Got a pretty good crowd over there.
Got 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Man in motion. Here's the handoff to Chandler Jones again, straight up the middle, and he is picks up I'd say about 3 yards. Tim Johnson and Ken Link here with you at David Clark Football Field here at East Lincoln High School.
They bring back a 3rd and 7, got about 4 yards on that carry.
Chandler Jones, the running back. Chase Jones, the quarterback. Number 14, Lucas McConnell in motion. Here's the handoff straight up the middle, and that went nowhere.
Nothing going. Chandler Jones on the carry again. Looks like no gain. Got back to the line of scrimmage.
Do you punt here, Ken, and try to back them up even deeper?
I think so. You got a 4th and 7. I think you
punt them, put them deep.
Punt them. Hopefully get good coverage on this. Don't allow a run back, and then let that defense see if they can make something happen.
Yeah, I'd punt the ball to the corner of the field, try to keep it in the corner. Maybe goes out of bounds around a 10, maybe, 5-yard line, because he should be able to get it there. And here's the punt, and that's exactly what he did. He's going to the left.
Catch, but he lets it bounce.
Get it. There you go. It's down on the 15-yard line.
Yep.
So that's a good punt.
Yeah. It wasn't where they could return it, and he downed it there. You inside the 20. Anytime you're inside the 20 on a punt, that's where you want to be. So they'll take over North Gaston here on their own 15-yard line.
You can catch the First Federal Lincoln County High School football show every Friday from 6:30 to 7. Your host, Ken Link and Tim Johnson. We are every Friday. You can catch us. We talk about all of the Lincoln County High School football team. That's East Lincoln, North Lincoln, Lincolnton Wolves, and your West Lincoln Rebels. So join us every Friday from 6:30 to 7, the pregame show. And North Gaston's under the center, and here's the quarterback, and he hands the football off, and he gets nowhere, Ken. He is stuffed at the line of scrimmage by the East Lincoln Mustangs. Ken, if East Lincoln can put some points on the board, I'm telling you, they're going to come away with a win tonight because their defense is laying the wood. They're playing really hard, and they want this game for Coach Lubowitz.
Yeah, the defense is there's nowhere to go. They're stuffing up all the holes. That's Kareem Kennedy again on the carry for only a 1-yard gain. So now it brings up 2nd and 9.
Quarterback under center, number 11. And he has been a thorn in their side all night. He's looking to pass the football. He tosses it out to the left. Number 24's got some running room, but he is going to be stopped short. Looks like he'll have a first down.
Yeah, it looks like he's a couple yards short. That's on the option. Look like
that's that Kennedy kid, ain't it?
Yeah, that's Kareem Kennedy. Look like he got it maybe about 7 or 8 on that carry.
But Ken, I tell you, I can hear the band. The band has got it. They got it going on down there. See the cheerleaders down there for the East Lincoln Mustangs are dancing a little bit here tonight at East Lincoln High School. So his third, is it first down and 10 to give him first down? Yeah. They give him a first down. Okay, first down and 10.
Well,
Al Lane can both a first down. That's a big stop there for the East Lincoln Mustangs. Up the middle, looks like he might have picked up a yard. Number 54, though, for East Lincoln Mustangs made a great stop, and that is Mr. Gage Wilburn. Gage Wilburn, the senior, made a great stop there.
Short gain on the play again brings up a 2nd and 9. As the clock ticks down to 3 minutes, almost left in the third quarter.
And here is the fake handoff, and he tosses it out to number 25, and he's got some running room.
Down that left sideline.
He's got one man to beat, and he gets dragged down from behind.
He's tackled around the 30-yard line.
Ken, that's a big play for the North Gaston Wildcats with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third quarter. With the First Federal scoreboard, it's to 14 for the Wildcats and 7 for the Mustangs. Here on the Renato Automall, LincolnCountyHighSchool.com football game of the week.
That looked like about a 35-yard run, Tim, by I think it was number 25.
East Lincoln's got to make a stop here. They got to make a stop.
Looks like the ball's spotted on the East Lincoln 29-yard line. 1st and 10 for North Gaston Wildcats.
Quarterback under the center here at East Lincoln High School, and he hands the ball off to number 3, it looks like, Ken, and he's got some running room.
He's to the outside.
He's going to score, Ken.
It is. Touchdown. Well,
touchdown.
They haven't signaled yet. Yeah, now they do.
Touchdown, North Gaston Wildcats.
A 29-yard touchdown run for number 3 for the North Gaston Wildcats.
That's a great play by the North Gaston Wildcats. So East Lincoln is down, soon to be down 14, Ken. They need to, and here's a snap and a kick, and it is good. So it's 21 to 7 here on the First Federal scoreboard right here at East Lincoln High School.
Think your dream home is out of reach? Think again. At Silver Point Homes in Lincoln, they provide quality custom construction and the luxury amenities you want at an exceptional value. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or an empty nester looking to downsize, we have the perfect home for you. Visit silverpointhomes.com to learn more or stop by our Lincoln Sales Center to tour our model homes. Let our friendly staff help you visualize your dream. Silver Point Homes, making your dream home a reality. New models now on display. Silver Point Homes, East Main Street, Lincoln.
Made some adjustments to stop the quarterback, but now he's getting it to other people in space, and they're doing it.
Absolutely.
That's a good run by number 3.
It was. Here we are back here at East Lincoln High School where the First Federal scoreboard. Ken is 21 to 7 with about probably 2 minutes and 19 seconds left before the fourth quarter. And East Lincoln, their defense came out and played really well. But for some reason, Ken, they're getting beat on big plays tonight, and it's killing them.
Yeah, they made some good stops, but they gave up a couple big plays, and they can't continue to do that. Now they're behind the 2 touchdowns, and they received a kickoff here. They need to get this ball and drive it down the field and get some points.
All righty, there's the kick, and that's a fumble, and he picks it up. It's like number 9 with the football, and he runs out of bounds at the 25-yard line, looks like, Ken.
He's out across the 20, looks like about the 22-yard line. Presente, I think.
Yeah, 22-yard line he went out.
So that'll be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at the 22-yard line. They start this drive. They need to make something happen. Just 2 minutes left in the 2:11 left in the third quarter as the clock is ticking away here and time's is running down. The Mustangs got to get something going.
On behalf of KTC Broadcasting, Ken, we'd like to send our thoughts and prayers out to the families down in Miami and Florida. And I know the Hurricane Irma is coming through there, so we want to say to all those fine folks that they can stay safe and out of harm's way. So we're praying for you.
Then we also remember those folks down in Houston area that are still trying to recover from the devastation down there.
Yes, absolutely. Thoughts and prayers go to them, too. I also want to send out thoughts and prayers to my sister, too, who's had surgery today. It's in surgery about 10, 12 hours. She had cancer, so we got good word back. We feel like that they got all of the cancer, so that's a blessing in disguise. So we want to send out to my sister Karen.
Second and 5 here for the Mustangs. There's a 5-yard offside penalty against North Gaston. That was a throw.
That's a fumble. That is a fumble. That should be a fumble.
Number 2, Christian Parks.
Yep.
And then he dropped it. Let's see if they roll it a catch and a fumble or incomplete pass.
That's a fumble. He took about 4 or 5 steps, Ken, I think. That should be North Gaston's football.
They're talking about it, but it looks like
he
it is.
took 4 or 5 steps.
It's a change of possession.
Yes, sir. That's a good call by the refs there. That was a great pass by Chase Jones.
Yes, he was caught, and he went a couple steps and then just dropped it.
So East Lincoln Mustangs, their defense is coming back out on the field. And I tell you, you know who made that play, don't you, Ken? Number 11, the quarterback, made the stop, tackle, plus knocked the ball out of his hands. So he's been around. He's been all over the football field tonight. Number 11 has quarterback for North Gaston. So North Gaston takes over. First down. Here is the handoff straight up the middle, and he's hit hard at the line of scrimmage by number 3. And by number 54, looks like Ken, number 54 from the East Lincoln Mustangs. And that's going to be Gage Wilburn. And number 3 is Judd Reel. Judd Reel made a great tackle there. He was one of our players, nominees of the First Federal Lincoln County High School Student Athlete Football Player of the Week last week.
Yes, he was. And
he had a big game, had 15 tackles out of Ashbrook.
Okay, 2nd and 9 here on the East Lincoln 38-yard line. North Gaston up to center.
And here is the fake handoff. The quarterback keeps the football, and he is dragged down. That's a great play. That's a great play by the running back there. By the quarterback, and also great play by the number 40 there, by the defensive player for the East Lincoln Mustangs.
That's Daniel Herring, who the number 11, the quarterback McNeil, gave him the stiff arm, but he just grabbed that arm and dragged him right down.
Yeah.
So that was a good play by Daniel Herring on the quarterback. And that is a gain of
about 4 yards.
Yeah, brings up a 3rd and 5.
3rd down and 5 for the North Gaston Wildcats. They are on the, I'd say, 34-yard line, Ken?
Yeah, it looks like that's where they're at. McNeil under center, takes a snap.
And he's passing the football.
Pass, and
that ball should have been intercepted. Number 9 should have picked that ball off, Ken.
Yeah, he had the receiver in his sights, but he didn't see the defensive back coming across who had it in his lights, and he just couldn't quite come up with it.
Yeah.
That's Gabe Duncan on the defensive deflection. We have a penalty on the
ground. What they're calling?
They're going to step it off against the Mustangs.
Roughing the passer. Automatic 1st down on East Lincoln. Roughing the passer. It's 15 yards.
That's another penalty that really hurts you.
Roughing the passer on the East Lincoln Mustangs. That's going to be 15. So that's like Al Kubota. 1st down here on the Ronaldo Automall, LincolnCountyHighSchool.com. High school game of the week.
Looks like it's on the about the 18-yard line of the Mustangs now, Tim.
We got 24 seconds, Ken, left in the 3rd quarter. It's going to be 4th quarter here coming up real soon.
McNeil under center, waiting for everybody to get set. He takes the snap.
Here is the fake handoff. Fake handoff. Quarterback. He picks up probably about 6 yards. Ken.
Yeah, I thought he handed it off, but he didn't. He kept it and found a little hole in there, and looked like he picked up about 5.
So it's going to be 2nd and 5. Or 2nd and a long 5, as they call it. Normally it's 4.5 is a long 5.
All right, we'll do it on the end of the 3rd quarter with the score 21 for North Gaston and 7 for East Lincoln Mustangs.
Think your dream home is out of reach? Think again. At Silver Point Homes in Lincoln, they provide quality custom construction and the luxury amenities you want at an exceptional value. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or an empty nester looking to downsize, we have the perfect home for you. Visit silverpointhomes.com to learn more or stop by our Lincoln Sales Center to tour our model homes. Let our friendly staff help you visualize your dream. Silver Point Homes, making your dream home a reality. New models now on display. Silver Point Homes, East Main Street, Lincoln. Summer sales event is underway at Renato Cadillac Buick GMC in Shelby. Come in now and get 0% financing for 72 months on the 2017 GMC Sierra 1500 and the GMC Acadia SLT. But that's not all. Renato Cadillac Buick GMC in Shelby has 0% financing for 72 months on the 2017 Buick Enclave and the 2017 Buick Envision Preferred. Come in now for all the details during the summer's best sales event. Renato Cadillac Buick GMC, 4423 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
All righty, we're back here live at East Lincoln East Lincoln High School football game here tonight. Dallas Wildcats on top 21-7 on the First Federal scoreboard. It's the beginning of the 4th quarter, and the quarterback under the center, and the 2nd down and 5, and he hands the ball straight up the middle, Ken, and the running back plows up through the line of scrimmage. It looks like he picks up maybe, I believe that might be that's going to be 3rd down and 1, Ken. So he picks up about 4 yards on that carry.
Yeah, they're around the 10-yard line now, Tim.
So it's going to be 1.
And they getting ready to snap it here is Isaiah McNeil, number 11 under center, waiting for the snap.
I'll bet you he's going to get it. No, it's a reverse. Oh, he slipped.
He slipped, and looks like no gain on the play.
Might have lost a half a yard.
Yeah, may have. He was trying to make his cut, and he made his cut. He just slipped down.
Well, you know they're going to go for it here. So, I'm telling you, Ken, I'd put the ball, if it was me, I'd just tell the quarterback, fake handoff, just run around the corner.
Well,
it's going to be 3rd and 1. 4th and 1, Ken. 4th and 1.
4th and 1.
4th down and 1. Here's the big play for the Mustangs.
Yeah, if they could hold here, that'd be a big momentum change here. And they need to hold these Wildcats and keep them out of the end zone. Okay, up to center.
Is he calling timeout? He's calling timeout. He's calling
Looks like he got some
Play
confusion.
caught down to 1 second.
Yeah.
Play caught down to 1. That's a good call by the quarterback. So let's take a 30-second timeout right here on the Renato Automall High School Football Game of the Week.
Summer sales event is underway at Renato Cadillac Buick GMC in Shelby. Come in now and get 0% financing for 72 months on the 2017 GMC Sierra 1500 and the GMC Acadia SLT. But that's not all. Renato Cadillac Buick GMC in Shelby has 0% financing for 72 months on the 2017 Buick Enclave and the 2017 Buick Envision Preferred. Come in now for all the details during the summer's best sales event. Renato Cadillac Buick GMC, 4423 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
We're back here at East Lincoln High School. Tim Johnson and Ken Lee. We are part of the Best in Sports every Wednesday from 4 to 5. You can catch us talking about all the great college, professional sports, and, of course, all your high school sports. We highlight the Cherville Ironman on Wednesdays. Also, we are part of the pregame show on Fridays, the First Federal Lincoln County High School Football Show. You can catch us every Friday from 6:30 to 7, Ken.
Yeah, we'll be there every Friday talking about all the Lincoln County teams and talking about the award we give out every week for the First Federal Lincoln County Football Player of the Week. All right, we got 4th and 3 here, Tim. The quarterback's under center, takes a snap, keeps it himself.
He does not get the first down.
He stopped initially, tries to break to the outside, and he is piled under and stopped. He did not get the first down. In fact, I don't think he made any yardage. The East Lincoln Mustangs take over with the defensive stand.
So that's a great play by the Mustangs, and I can't understand that play by the North Gaston Wildcats, Ken.
Yeah, they tried to go right up the middle. I don't know.
And that's
about
the
that.
strength, to me, of the defense of the East Lincoln Mustangs.
Yeah. But defense was up to the job and challenged to stop them, and they take over right here. Mustangs do, right around the, look like the 11, 12-yard line.
Got 10 minutes and 30 seconds left. Here's the center. Snap and throw out to the flat. The Lucas McCullough. He's got a chance. He's got a chance.
Oh.
And that's a penalty flag. That's 15 more yards right there.
Looked like
he got hit out of bounds.
That was a little swing pass out here, and he got loose and made it down to around the 35-yard line. And
that's going to take him to the 50.
He was hit out of bounds as he came down there sideline, and that is Lucas McConnell on the reception. And so that's a nice gain of about 25 yards, and now they're going to tack on 15 more, I think, Tim.
I'm telling you, that's a big play by the East Lincoln Mustangs. Chase Jones has threw the ball really well tonight. He's hit his open receivers. And great play by the running back there, by the little man, Lucas McConnell, for making that move so he could pick up 10, 15 more yards, and then he gets 15 tacked on top of it.
Yeah, he made a great move to make the guy miss to get open and come down the sidelines.
All righty, Chase Jones in shotgun, and they're passing the ball again. And here's a pass to the to the corner over there, and that's a great catch by Christian Parks, the senior, number 2. So that's a pickup about 6 yards, looks like. Looks like we got a player down for North Gaston. We do. So we're going to go to a break, and we'll be back here on the Lincoln County High School Football Game of the Week.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Bossier City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Rest a little bit.
Okay, we're back here at East Lincoln High School, and we had an injured player, and he gets up and trots off the field, so we're awfully happy to see that. So East Lincoln, it's second down, and it says 7, Ken. Looks like I'm
second 7 on the North Gaston 45.
Here's a snap, and he fumbles the football.
Picks it
Chase
up.
Jones picks the football. He makes a pass. He makes a sensational play, the quarterback.
He was approaching the line of scrimmage, and I thought he was just going to tuck it and run because it was a busted play, and he found the receiver down. And that ball, that receiver takes it down to the 25-yard line.
Ken, we got about 9 minutes and 45 seconds left.
That's a 20-yard play on that.
So Chase Jones, the quarterback in shotgun position. Got trips to the right, single to the left, and here's the snap, and he's going to throw the football again.
Penalties on the play. Looks like it's going to be another penalty. Another procedure penalty.
So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. So it's going to back the Mustangs up. It's going to be a first down and 15. And it looks like the ball's going to be on the 30-yard line, I believe it is, Ken, or about the 29-yard line. So Chase Jones, the quarterback, who's had an outstanding game here tonight so far. He is threw the football really well. Now he throws the football out in the flat.
What a hit by number 3. He timed it perfectly just as the ball got there and broke that play up.
On that pass play there, Ken, you can't throw it up like that. You're putting the receiver in danger. You got to throw the football when the receiver can either come back and get the football or you got to put more zip on it. That's a long throw for a quarterback. He's lucky that ball didn't get picked off.
Yeah, you're right. Too. That's going to bring up a second down and 15.
That play is just too far. You can't make that play like it's just too far. All right, so Chase Jones looking to throw the football. He's out in the flat. That's a great pass. Lucas McConnell with the receive, and he's still going. Little man has got he picks up 7 more yards, Ken, on that run. So great job by Lucas McConnell. Good.
A couple times tonight, he's made something out of nothing, and that's what it was that time.
And he's hurt. He's on the field. So Lucas McConnell's down on the field, but so we're going to go to a commercial. We'll be back here on the Renato Automall High School football game of the week.
Think your dream home is out of reach? Think again. At Silver Point Homes in Lincoln, they provide quality custom construction and the luxury amenities you want at an exceptional value. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or an empty nester looking to downsize, we have the perfect home for you. Visit silverpointhomes.com to learn more or stop by our Lincoln Sales Center to tour our model homes. Let our friendly staff help you visualize your dream. Silver Point Homes, making your dream home a reality. New models now on display. Silver Point Homes, East Main Street, Lincoln.
It's the Subway Sub of the Day.
All right, we're back here at East Lincoln High School, and Lucas McConnell trots off the field, or kind of jogs off the field, as they say.
Okay, Tim, we got a 3rd and 8 here. Looks like around the 22-yard line.
Big play right here. Chase is throwing the football. He's got a receiver open, and Christian Parks drops the football. Kind of threw it behind him, Ken.
Yeah, rush was coming. He had to get rid of it, and a little bit off on that one.
So it's going to be 4th down and 8. You got to go for it here, Ken. You got 9 minutes left in the game. You have to go for it here, and you got to make this first down.
Yeah, you need to go for it because they're down here deep in their territory. So here we go, 4th and 7. The Chase Jones is waiting. No, that's not Chase Jones. Yeah, that's Chase Jones in there. And Tim, unfortunately, he's sacked as he goes back, tries to find a receiver, and can't find anybody. And North Gaston's going to take over as they stop the drive by East Lincoln.
All righty, Ken. It's going to be North Gaston's football, and they're going to be, looks like they are on the 26-yard line, Ken, and they'll take the football, and with 9 minutes and 6 seconds left in the 4th quarter, on the first federal scoreboard is 21 for the North Gaston Wildcats, and it is 7 for the East Lincoln Mustangs.
Okay, here we go. Only 9 minutes left in the game. Here is the North Gaston Wildcats take over. on their own 27-yard line.
And here's the handoff straight up the middle, and he picks up about probably 4, maybe 4.5, 5 yards.
Yeah, it looks like number 24. That's Kareem Kennedy on the carry.
He's had a pretty decent game tonight, too, as well.
Yeah, he has.
And they're waiting for the call. Looks like North Gaston's running number 7 in, taking number 12 out.
And North Gaston, no hurry now. They're going to use up some clock as they run these plays, trying to milk that clock as much as possible.
Here's quarterback. He keeps the football. He makes a pitch to number 3 on the outside. He's got some running room. He's got a first down. He has an Al Lane Kubota first down here tonight at East Lincoln High School. And, Ken, that's going to make the clock run even more.
Yeah, he's up to
it's like about the 43-yard line.
Yeah, that's a gain of look like about
12 yards.
32. Yeah, it looked like
12
yards.
So first down and 10 for the Wildcats here tonight at East Lincoln High School. Well, the first Federal scoreboard is 21 for the Wildcats and 7 for the Mustangs. You're listening to KTC Broadcasting, the high school football game of the week. And quarterback, he hands the ball straight up the middle, and he picks up probably about 3 yards.
Yeah. Good gain on the play. Looks like maybe 4 yards. Look like number 24 on the carry again.
Got North Gaston Wildcat fans over there. Got a good little crowd from them here tonight at East Lincoln. Also, we got a packed house here on the East Lincoln High School football side here at Dave Clark Football Field. All righty, so we're about 7 minutes and 45 seconds before the game's over with. And here is a handoff straight up the middle, and he is stopped, probably picks up about a yard.
Yeah, it's near midfield. Looks like it's going to be on the North Gaston side of the 50. And it bring up a third down and about 5, it looks like.
Absolutely. Want to thank our good folks at House of Pizza tonight for feeding Ken and myself the pregame meal. Great food there, Ken. I mean, I'm telling you, we got a pizza. So that pizza, I'm telling you, that house pizza special in it.
Yeah, that's
why they call it Special House.
Yeah, it is. And it tastes special too. So
it does.
We enjoy eating there every Friday and stop by and participate in some of that great food.
Absolutely.
They'd be glad to have you. Okay, we got a 3rd and 4 here on the North Gaston 49-yard line.
And here is the handoff, and he is hit at the line of scrimmage. He might have lost a yard there.
Nothing good. He ran into a brick wall there. So
that's going to bring up, is that 4th down now? 4th and maybe 4?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think he got anything on
4th down. The kid, I don't understand that. The ball, he was hit behind the line of scrimmage, and the referee moved the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. How's that?
That's one of them.
Explain that to me.
That's one of those left-footed marks, I believe.
He was hit behind the line of scrimmage, and he moved the ball back to the line of scrimmage.
You want me to explain to you how refs do stuff? I can't do it.
I'm telling you, man. All righty, you got 4th down and 3. And here's the quarterback keeper, and he's got a first down. And a fumble. Does East Lincoln get it?
I don't think so.
I think the quarterback got his own fumble.
He fumbled it, and he's just like on a trail. He just trailed that ball. He just dribbled on the ground and just fell on it.
Yeah. He fumbled the football. He kept running, just chased it down.
He could see it. He knew where he was going. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, so that's about a 15-yard gain and a first down.
And a fumble.
North Gaston on the 35-yard line of East Lincoln.
You got 5 minutes left and 52 seconds left in this 4th quarter. Here's a handoff straight up the middle, and he is hit. And he stopped probably, he picks up maybe about a 2.5, 3 yards.
Tim, this clock is winding away.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
We're down to 5:30 left. And
first Federal scoreboard, Ken, is 21 for the Wildcats, 7 for the Mustangs, and they need a turnover fast and a score fast.
Yeah, and I don't think there's going to be any passing. They're just going to keep it on the ground
Yes.
and say, stop us in 4 downs if you can, because we're just coming at you with the run.
Well, you see what they're doing now. They're spreading the offense out so they can run the ball up the middle, spreads the defense out.
Yeah, it looked like it's a movement there, but I couldn't tell who's at fault, whether it's the offense or defense.
Looks like they're going to say it's on the defense. Nah, I see. Nope, I believe it's on the offense this time.
I think it was an illegal shift or something. Let's see. No, well, it's calling illegal procedure.
False start.
False start, so.
False start on the offense, so that's going to back them up 5 yards. That's going to make it second down and
about 12.
Yeah, second and 12.
So here we have Isaiah McNeil, the quarterback under center, getting ready to take the snap.
Offsides on North Gaston again.
And more movement up there. It's getting a little sloppy out there now.
So that's 5 more yards.
So it's going to back them up some more. Now they're already back to the East Lincoln 43-yard line.
You got 4 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game, Ken. And now it looks like North Gaston in the second half only have gotten 5 penalties, and East Lincoln has gotten 4 penalties in the second half. Now, East Lincoln's had 45 yards on 5 penalties, and East Lincoln 25 yards on 4 penalties. Well, there's a pass. He did pass the football.
They did pass it, but surprised me, and it's completed around the 39-yard line. Looked like a gain of about 7 or 8 on the play. I was surprised by that.
Timeout for East Lincoln Mustangs. We're going to go to a commercial, and we'll be back here on the KTC Broadcasting High School Football Game of the Week.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, and Bossier City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
We're back here at East Lincoln High School with the First Federal scoreboard. It's the North Gaston Wildcats 21 and the East Lincoln Mustangs 7 with 4 minutes and 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. I want to thank Mr. Demery Brewer of First Federal, Ken, our good friend who comes out to every Monday with us to present the First Federal Lincoln County High School student athlete. And Demery, what a fine young man he is. He works for First Federal.
Yeah, and he's happy to do that. He loves to talk football, and he loves Lincoln County football, and we're glad he's partners with us.
Absolutely. All righty. Quarterback's under the center, and you got trips to the right, man in motion, and here's the fake handoff. Quarterback keeps the football,
and keeps fighting down to look like the 28-yard line.
He's going to be short of a first down, but still.
Made up a lot of yardage on
He
that.
picks up a lot of yards. And I'd like for everybody to please stay tuned to the Stadium Post Game, the Carolina Trust Bank Stadium Post Game. We'll have our stats and our offensive player, defensive player, and the player of the game, and that'll be provided by Campers Inn. And the defensive player of the game will be provided by Rhodes and Bill Oil Company, as well as West End Sales be for the offensive player of the game, Ken. And so we got about 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter here at East Lincoln High School, and we're going to stay right here. It's a timeout on the field, but we're going to stay here. And Ken, East Lincoln started off, like you said, really well on the offensive line. They dominated the line of scrimmage. They kind of lost it, Ken.
Yeah, then North Gaston has been moving the ball on the ground consistently, and they're still moving it. That was
really easy.
There's a 13-yard carry on that, bringing up now 4th and short, 4th and 1 for North Gaston, and they will go for it. They've got it down here on the 27-yard line of East Lincoln. I don't think they're going to try a field goal. They're just going to try to get that first down and keep eating up clock.
Yeah, that's what it looks like they're going to do. And the quarterback is in the shotgun position, and so he's got number 3 in motion. And he is going to keep it himself, but he's going to toss it. And I take in first down.
Looked like he got the first down on that far sideline.
Yep.
He did get enough yardage before he was bumped out of bounds.
Yep. The quarterback made that play on that option play. He made the linebacker come up to him.
And then he pitched.
And then he pitched it, yep. So that gave the running back the corner to get around to get the first down there. So that's a great play by the quarterback. Great call by the head coach there, Coach Mike Patton of North Gaston High School. And it looks like to me that North Gaston is going to be getting a win here tonight at East Lincoln High School.
Yeah, it's looking pretty dim for the Mustangs now. North Gaston has a 1st and 10. Looks like on the 23-yard line, and they will be keeping it on the ground, I imagine.
Yes, it's not looking good.
Try to eat this clock, which now shows 4:07, and the North Gaston Wildcats in the lead, 21-7 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard.
Okay, Ken.
A little bit, look like a timeout on the field as the official comes over and talks to the sideline, the East Lincoln sideline.
Put more. I think they're putting some more time on the clock. Well, listen, 4:02 game clock. 4:02 is what they're saying. That's what Coach Lubowitz was saying to the press box.
Well, if they do that, they're taking time off the clock.
Well, I think what happened was they intentionally stopped the clock over there when they shouldn't have.
Yeah,
but,
probably. Yeah.
But he went out of bounds. He went out of bounds, so I would think that the clock would stop.
Yeah, he was bumped out of bounds. So.
But they're saying he wasn't. They're saying he was inbound. So 4:02 here in the fourth quarter. Here's the fake handoff. The quarterback keeps it. He pitches to the running back, number 25, I believe it is. And
down to the 18.
Is that a timeout? Timeout here on the football field at East Lincoln High School. We'll be back at the Ronaldo Automall High School football show here at East Lincoln.
Think your dream home is out of reach? Think again. At Silver Point Homes in Lincoln, they provide quality custom construction and the luxury amenities you want at an exceptional value. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or an empty nester looking to downsize, we have the perfect home for you. Visit silverpointhomes.com to learn more or stop by our Lincoln Sales Center to tour our model homes. Let our friendly staff help you visualize your dream. Silver Point Homes, making your dream home a reality. New models now on display. Silver Point Homes, East Main Street, Lincoln.
He's good at faking, doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he can make yardage himself. So
Quarterback's played well tonight for North Gaston, without a doubt. All right, we're back here at East Lincoln High School. Ken and myself was talking in between the break about the quarterback for North Gaston. He's had a great game here. He's pretty much put pressure on the defense all night long at East Lincoln. They haven't had anything to stop him, and he's pretty much has controlled the game offensively for the North Gaston Wildcats, without a doubt. And I was telling you, Ken, he reminded me of Wilson from Lincoln, the quarterback, the way he runs. He's real quick and fast.
Yeah, he can execute that option well.
Yes, he can.
All right, second down here.
And here's the handoff up the middle, and he is stopped.
Yeah, it looked like maybe a yard gain before he gets pushed back. That's number
24,
Kareem Kennedy on the carry.
And number 54 made a stop, Gage Welburn of East Lincoln High School. Great. He's had a great game. Gage Welburn's had a great game.
He's been in on a lot of plays. He's been in a lot of plays tonight. Okay, we've got 3rd and 6 now. Look like we're still on the 19-yard line.
And that clock is ticking, Ken. 3 minutes and 23 seconds left before the end of this game. Okay, quarterback under the center. And here's the toss. It's a toss 8 sweep around the corner. And number 3, he's still going. He is still going.
Still spins, and he's inside
the 5-yard line.
Close to the 5-yard line. They'd be another first down.
Kid, he made a great spin move and turn.
Good balance on that play. I thought he was going down, and he kept his feet.
I tell you, North Gaston's got a few athletes on the football team.
They do.
They got some kids who can run.
That looks like a 14-yard carry on that, Tim. They're down 1st and goal. Looks like right around the 5-yard line. Maybe even the 4-yard line.
You got 3 minutes left. And they're knocking on the door, 1st and goal, Ken. So quarterback under the center. Here's the snap, and here's the handoff straight up the middle, and we have a touchdown.
Yeah, it looks like Kareem Kennedy on the carry right up the middle into the end zone for a touchdown. Now that makes it 27-7 with the extra point pending on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. North Gaston lining up now for the PAT. See if they can make it 28.
It's 28-7, the North Gaston Wildcats over the East Lincoln Mustangs. We'll be back here on the KTC broadcast in the high school football game of the week. Tim Johnson and Ken Link.
If you're not getting the service you want from your insurance company, then you need to see Beard Insurance Agency in Gastonia. See them for your auto, commercial, and home insurance needs. Writing for over 43 companies to get you the best possible price. Check their Google reviews about their excellent service. See this month's Employee of the Month, Tammy Schaefer. Tammy wants to invite all of her friends and former customers in Shelby to come by and see her at Beard Insurance Agency, located at 1312 West Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia. Online at beardagency.com. Like them on Facebook too. It's time to get your flu shot at Allen Drugstore in Stanley. Yes, flu shots are now available at Allen Drugstore, priced at only $29.99. And Allen Drugstore will bill your Medicare and Blue Cross Blue Shield. Be ready for Old Man Winter and get your flu shot now for only $29.99 at Allen Drugstore, located at 220 South Main Street in downtown Stanley. For more information, call Allen Drugstore at 704-263-4876.
We're back here at East Lincoln High School with 2 minutes and 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And on the First Federal scoreboard, it is the Wildcats 28, the Mustangs 7 here at East Lincoln High School at Dave Clark football field. Ken, it has been all number 11 for the North Gaston Wildcats.
Yes, it has. They've played well, and it looks like they're going to hang on here for a well-earned victory. The second half, they have dominated the ground, attacked, and East Lincoln defense early on were making some stops in this half, but that was temporarily, and they have not been able to stop this triple option rushing attack of the Wildcats.
So it's a personal foul against the East Lincoln Mustangs, so that's going to back them up even deeper, Ken. That's going to put them at the 10-yard line, it looks like.
So they'll be starting deep in their own territory and see if they can get something going. I imagine they'll try to put the ball in the air, see if they can move it downfield.
Okay, so Chase Jones, quarterback, looking to pass the football. He's looking to throw the ball deep. He's got a receiver downfield, but it's going to be incomplete.
Double coverage on that. He tried to go deep and didn't fool North Gaston. They had great coverage on there, and it was overthrown, but had great coverage anyway with two guys down there with him.
So he's going to bring up second down and 10 with 2 minutes and 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter here at East Lincoln High School. Tim Johnson and Ken Link. We are the host of the Best in Sports and the First Federal Lincoln County High School football show. And here's the snap, and Chase Jones is looking to throw the football. He is scrambling out, and he is going to be tackled and hit hard right there. That's a penalty right there. Absolutely, number 2. Yep, so that's going to be on the North Gaston Wildcats.
Yeah, that
for
was
unnecessary roughness, Ken.
He scrambled for about 4 or 5 yards, but after he went out of bounds, one of the Wildcats sort of pushed him and slung him a little bit. The ref didn't like that a little bit too much, and so he
got to protect the quarterback. Got to protect your quarterback. So that's going to put them 15 yards up. So that's going to put them right near, I'd say, Ken, probably around the 30-yard line, 29-yard line to be exact. Ken, we've had a bunch of penalties tonight. We had 6 penalties of 55 yards for the East Lincoln in the first half. And we've already had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 in the second half.
Okay.
And here's a pass, man out in the front, and that's going to be incomplete.
Ball was thrown low, diving attempt, but even if he'd caught it, it would have been a no gain or maybe even a loss. So it brings up a 2nd and 10 from the 29.
So second down and 10 yards on the 29-yard line with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the football game here at East Lincoln High School. Mustangs are trailing the North Gaston Wildcats 28-7, excuse me. And then here's a pass going deep. He's got a receiver open, and he's got a completion.
Oh,
and he drops the football.
Great battle for the ball between Christian Parks and number 7 for the North Gaston Wildcats. And it looked like he had it temporarily, Tim, but as they hit the ground, the ball come loose.
Yeah, that was a big pass play by Chase Jones. He threw the ball, kind of underthrew him, Ken, and Christian Parks, the receiver, came back for the football, made a great catch, but just dropped the football. So that's going to make it 3rd down and long for the East Lincoln Mustangs, and they're still on the 29-yard line with 2 minutes and 6 seconds left before the game's over.
That was good coverage down
yes,
there.
Yes, it was.
And the battle for the ball, once he looked like he caught it as they were going to the ground, and they both hit, and the ball squirted out.
Chase Jones, the quarterback, under the center. Actually, he's in shotgun position as of right now. Double wide receivers left and right. And
looks like
is that a delay of game on the Mustangs? So that's going to back them up even further.
That's another penalty, Tim. They're adding up. I don't know how many we've got total, but we've got more than you'd want in a football game. And so now it's going to be 3rd and 15 for those East Lincoln Mustangs.
And here's a handoff straight up the middle to Chandler Jones, and he stopped before you got to the 30, actually back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he might have made up
4 yards. Yeah.
Of the
so they got 4th down here, so the Mustangs are going to punt the football. They're going to take their defeat here tonight at their home field. And it's been a long time since East Lincoln's been beat, Ken, here at East Lincoln High School. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, and unfortunately it didn't turn out as the way Coach Lubich would hope tonight. And but congratulations to North Gaston, who really played an excellent ball game.
Absolutely. Got a minute and about 20 seconds left in the football game. And so it looks like there's going to be a timeout for the – it's like official timeout. We're going to go to a commercial. We'll be back here at East Lincoln High School with the Remonaldo Automall High School football game of the week.
Think your dream home is out of reach? Think again. At Silver Point Homes in Lincoln, they provide quality custom construction and the luxury amenities you want at an exceptional value. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or an empty nester looking to downsize, we have the perfect home for you. Visit silverpointhomes.com to learn more or stop by our Lincoln Sales Center to tour our model homes. Let our friendly staff help you visualize your dream. Silver Point Homes, making your dream home a reality. New models now on display. Silver Point Homes, East Main Street, Lincoln.
Okay, we're back here at East Lincoln High School. Tim Johnson and Ken Link with a minute and 20 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And East Lincoln's punting the football, and that's a nice-looking punt by the young man. And that's a fumble. East Lincoln recovers the football. Fumble. East Lincoln recovers the football at the 45-yard line, Ken.
Yeah, he called for the fair catch, but just didn't catch it.
You got a minute and 12 seconds left. That's a fine punt by the young man. And the punter was number 17 for the East Lincoln Mustang, Terry Farrell.
Okay, the Mustangs take over at the 45-yard line of North Gaston.
Down 21 points, 28-7.
Chase Jones in the
here's the snap.
Takes it, looking for a receiver, and overthrows number 6 out there. So incomplete. Bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Got a Dallas Wildcat. The North Gaston Wildcat got a young man, number 57. He's limping, so he's going to have to be helped off the football field, Ken. So.
Yeah, he went ahead and just sat down because he's hurting, and so they're coming out to attend to him. We have a timeout here as they attend to him.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County for over 75 years. Customer service is a priority at First Federal Savings Bank, where they want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, products, and services of larger banks with hometown people that you see throughout your community. They live here, they work here, and this community matters to the people at First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Boger City, Denver, and West Lincoln. Stop in and visit and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Okay, we're back here at East Lincoln High School with 1 minute and 12 seconds left. East Lincoln with the football. First down and 10, or actually second down and 10 as we speak of right now. Chase Jones at quarterback in shotgun position. He's looking for a receiver, and he's got some running room. He's going to turn the ball up and run. He's going to try to get out of bounds, and he does get out of bounds. So that's a good move. I tell you, Chase has played good tonight.
Yeah, I think he played well.
He's played well. He's threw the ball well, and he's made some good decisions with the football.
Looks like a first down, Tim.
First down. So there's 1 minute and 5 seconds left. So we got first down and 10. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw the football. And that should be an interception. And that is an interception. That will be the ball game right there.
Yeah, it was double coverage down there, intercepted inside the 5-yard line by North Gaston. Looks like about the 3 or 4 yard line, Tim.
Yeah, that was an underthrow by the quarterback Chase Jones of the East Lincoln Mustangs, and the receiver was behind the quarterback, Ken, and so the quarterback went up with the receiver. He was in front of him, so he made a great catch in front of the receiver. It was an underthrown ball, so that's going to do it for the East Lincoln Mustangs. They're going to take a defeat here tonight on behalf of the North Gaston Wildcats, who came down from Dallas, North Carolina tonight. Got a good-looking quarterback. North Gaston's got a good-looking quarterback. And the running back's not bad. Number 3, I take number 3 for North Gaston. He's an athlete.
Well, they have several athletes
yes,
that
they do.
Operate real well in that triple option.
Yes, number 3 is an athlete. He can run. He's made some plays tonight, but the quarterback, he's the key. He played really good tonight for the North Gaston Wildcats. Got about 40 seconds left. North Gaston just took a knee, so East Lincoln's lining up to walk out in the field to shake the hands of the football team of the North Gaston Wildcats. So David Lubowitz is still looking for his first high school career win, Ken.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he won't get it tonight, but Mustangs have got to go back to the drawing board and see if they can get this offense moving, and their defense sort of let them down a little bit tonight too, which was sort of unexpected, Tim.
The final score, the first federal final score here tonight at East Lincoln High School, Dave Clark football field. It's the North Gaston Wildcats 28 and the East Lincoln Mustangs 7 here. We're going to go to a commercial, and we'll be back here on the KTC Broadcasting, the LincolnCountyHighSchool.com football game of the week with Tim Johnson and Ken Link right here at East Lincoln High School.
Just say fill her up. Be ready for Old Man Winter with a fill-up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln. No matter where you live, Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln can deliver. Just call 704-735-2508. Be ready for Old Man Winter with your winter fill-up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company, 1404 East Main Street in Lincoln. Again, call 704-735-2508. Just say fill her up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Your local auto owner's insurance agency is East Lincoln Insurance Agency on Highway 16 in Denver. Call 704-483-3243. It's time to get your flu shot at Allen Drugstore in Stanley. Yes, flu shots are now available at Allen Drugstore, priced at only $29.99. At Allen Drugstore will bill your Medicare and Blue Cross Blue Shield. Be ready for Old Man Winter and get your flu shot now for only $29.99 at Allen Drugstore, located at 220 South Main Street in downtown Stanley. For more information, call Allen Drugstore at 704-263-4876.
Doctor, what's wrong with my husband?
Let's take a look.
CKDKDS Macron.
Ah, yes, I've seen this before. Your husband has coyote fever.
Coyote fever?
Yes, he's obviously learned of the hot deals going on now at your local Coyote tractor dealer.
Is this serious?
Very serious. Now's the best time to buy one of the best-selling tractors on the market. If you care at all about your husband, you'll drive him over to the Coyote dealer now. Oh, and I'm writing you a prescription for great deals on all implements, too.
Your Coyote dealer is West End Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vale.
We're community minded. We believe in what we do. We love this town. We live in just like you.
We're a community bank. That's why we always try to approach things from a community-minded point of view. When something is in the best interest of the communities we serve, it's good for us as well. We're community-minded, just like you.
Carolina Trust Bank, member FDIC. Community minded, just like you.
We're community minded. Just like you.
Carolina Trust Bank, with 3 offices in Lincoln, also in Gastonia, Denver, Forest City, Hickory, Lake Lure, and Vale. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Drew, this new city just makes me miss home, man.
Go get a sweet tea from McDonald's. They make it fresh, sweet, and it's icy cold, just like your mom's.
But I miss home.
Oh, so you miss your mom telling you to make sure your room's clean?
Or close the fridge, Ryan, and stop letting all the cool air out. Or turn them lights off,
All
Ryan.
right, got it. The sweet tea is just right. But you know I'm going to tell my mom you got jokes.
No, don't.
This is no joke. Stop by McDonald's and get a large sweet tea for just $1 all summer long. Large sweet tea, just $1. Price and participation may vary. Limited time only.
All right, we're back here at East Lincoln High School. We're on the First Federal High School scoreboard. It is the North Gaston Wildcats coming to town tonight to the East Lincoln down here in Denver, North Carolina, take on the Mustangs, and they come away with a win tonight over the Mustangs with a score of 28-7, Ken. And I've got a few penalties I want to count up here, Ken. In the first half, East Lincoln had 6 penalties for 55 yards. And then in the second half, they had 6 penalties for 45 yards. So that's a total of 12 penalties for 100 yards. So there still need some room to correct those penalties. And for the North Gaston Wildcats, they had like 6 penalties for 60 yards in the second half. So overall, they had 10 penalties for 100 yards. That's 200 yards of penalties between these two teams and 22 penalties overall. So, East Lincoln, their defense played really well tonight in the first quarter, Ken. And other than that, I don't know if they got tired or what, but they had no answer for North Gaston Wildcats quarterback at all. I mean, this kid, he just ran all over them. And he had a sensational game tonight, Ken. So tough loss tonight for the East Lincoln Mustangs. I know Coach Lubowitz worked these kids all week and did a great job with them to correct some mistakes. But one thing for sure, Chase Jones had a pretty good game.
Yes, he did. He had to pass there late in the game, and his percentages and completions don't look that great because he really was trying to come back from a big deficit, and he was throwing the ball. But I thought he played well. He threw some good passes. He scrambled when he had to. But, again, the penalties and also turnovers, Tim. They had 3 turnovers, lost 2 fumbles, had an interception, and also had a block kick. So there's 4 mistakes there where you turn it over to the other team. Absolutely.
So right here, the Carolina Trust Bank Stadium post-game show. Ken, you've got your offensive player, your defensive player, and the player of the game. So your West End offensive player, who you go with, Ken?
I'm going to go with the Chase Jones tonight for the East Lincoln Mustangs. On the night, Tim, I had him 9 for 19 passing, 86 yards, had 1 interception. He also scrambled and rushed the ball well, had about 20 or 30 yards rushing, had some sacks in there. But he directed the team very well. That 1 interception was late in the game. So I thought he played well. So I would give him the West End player of the game. Tim, you had someone you talked about all night that you think ought to be the defensive player of the game from the Rhodes and Bill Oil Company.
Yes, sir. I tell you, I thought Gage Wilburn had a sensational game. Every time there was a big tackle, big stop at the line of scrimmage, Gage's name was called out. So I'm going to go with the defense player for the Rhodes and Bill Oil Company. I'm going with Gage Wilburn. I thought he had a great game.
Yeah, and on the player of the game, Tim, I've got to go with the quarterback, the young man from North Gaston, Isaiah McNeil, who directed that triple option attack. He had I've got him for 112 yards on 14 carries. He also threw the ball 3 out of 6 for 28 yards. Had one guy wide open. He could have had another, so he
dropped it.
He threw for 1 touchdown, ran for another touchdown, and I said directed that attack flawlessly. and he is the Cappers Inn Player of the Game, Isaiah McNeil for the North Gaston Wildcats.
Well, he was a one-man wrecking show for the East Lincoln Mustangs, that's for sure. They couldn't stop that young man. So had a sensational game here tonight for the North Gaston Wildcats, and I agree with you 100%, Ken. So that's going to wrap it up for the Carolina Trust Bank Stadium postgame show. On behalf of Ken Link and Tim Johnson, we'll see you guys here next week. Tune in to the best in sports every Wednesday from 4 to 5 there on WCSL 1590 AM for nothing but the very best in sports in all areas. You're talking about high school, collegiate, and professional. And also this coming up Wednesday, Ken, we're going to have some football picks too. And,
we'll be picking some NFL games and also some college games, I'm sure, as well.
All righty, and don't forget about next Friday night, the pregame show from 6:30 to 7. And you can catch the First Federal Lincoln County High School football show. Myself and Ken Link will be live every Friday. Want to thank East Lincoln, the whole entire staff here in the press box for just first-class hospitality, making us feel real at home here in the press box here tonight at East Lincoln High School. And so we'll see you guys here next week.
That'll do it for the Carolina Trust Bank post-game show.
It's the Subway Sub of the Day. Each day of the week, you get a different 6-inch sub for just $3.50. Monday, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki sub. Tuesday, the oven roasted chicken sub. Wednesday, the turkey breast sub. Thursday, the Italian BMT sub. Friday, the tuna sub. Saturday, the Black Forest ham sub. And Sunday, the meatball marinara sub. Your choice, just $3.50. The Sub of the Day from Subway in Boulder City and the Walmart in Lincolnton.
Just say fill her up. Be ready for Old Man Winter with a fill up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln. No matter where you live, Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln can deliver. Just call 704-735-2508. Be ready for Old Man Winter with your winter fill-up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company, 1404 East Main Street in Lincoln. Again, call 704-735-2508. Just say fill her up from Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln.
'Cause I saddle up my